if there's nothing, then what happened on our last little...
Where's my blank fucking page?
Alright, I'll do that while we hear what happened.
Last time on Lonesome West, we started getting prepped to take on some dragons, green dragons to be more specific. Ren decided to pull one of the dragons away from the rest of the group so that way we could just like jump them all, in which we did. We managed to kill one of the babies, almost kill the mom, but for some reason she had some weird magic that brought her back. Or him, sorry. And that fight ended off with us not killing the rest of them and them giving us the cups that we wanted so we would leave. And we proceeded to leave them to their what they were doing. Odd put a dispel magic on the cup, and then we turned the cup into Mike Reese, who's apparently a woman, and none of us questioned the name thing.
Nope.
This is 2020. You can be whatever you want these days.
Yeah,
you're
come
right.
on. Progressive.
But
Very progressive here.
yeah, we had some talks with Mike Reese and what was it, Jocelyn?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. They went on their own way. Lance had a dream at night, and he apparently hoped that the heirloom? Yeah, heirloom would bring back the baby dragon to life, and apparently he did.
Supposedly.
Yeah. And now we are on our way further south to catch up with Ashna's group.
That is the thing indeed. Check that last little bit, excuse me. But otherwise, you guys spent your evening in various states of slumber, as you did. Lance had his vision of sorts. You all got together and had your morning to-dos. Otherwise, if there's nothing else to be said and done, you can be off.
I don't think there's anything we need to do.
No, not particularly.
That is
I'm
fine.
sewing.
That is right. What is your current project for sewing?
Normal clothes for Ren because his still have holes in them.
Yes. But
Something about
and
other
how
stuff.
long have you been doing that?
Not terribly long. I think I did my first roll for them last time, and it was like a 15.
Go ahead and do another roll now. Now's a good moment.
25.
That is pretty solid. You are making splendid progress as your wagon that you are doing all the sewing in traipses around this very rough roads that head down here. They're mostly dirt, and they are quite dry, suitable for the season. You guys are passing through these very large canyons that pass through the very large mountain range that is here. And it is quite fast going. You see occasional travelers on your way. The temperature definitely gets a lot hotter, and you all definitely notice it as you eventually lead out the other side of these mountains to a very arid plain. It is pretty much dirt and sand in all directions, as you can see. And it is
Lovely.
it is much hotter. Not necessarily scorchingly so, because you're still in the northern sections of Anatolia. But your travels take you essentially to like this location-ish. Before you get signs of the village that the others have gone ahead to. If you have anything on your journeys, now is the moment. But otherwise, you can enter your next destination. It's up to you. What's 8?
I think I'm good.
I don't think I have anything in particular to do right now, no.
That is fair. Then, in your due time, you eventually start to see more people as you go. More people who seem to be traders and such, and heading in the same direction as you. eventually, amidst all the various plateaus, canyons, and mountains in this area, you find yourselves entering the surprisingly large but small for its stature compared to other cities that you've been in, city of Rangpur.
What a
Why
nice
is there a
little
big
town.
old dog?
Currently, a giant dog is destroying the city. You must save it now.
I draw my
Ah,
bow.
great.
I cast
guiding
lightning bolt.
That being said, this is where you find yourselves. The city itself is bustling. There are people everywhere just milling about. There are also quite a number of markets that have been set up along the roads here. The culture is definitely different. However, you do see what seems to be a mixture of people who seem to be native to this region, as well as a lot of people who seem like they're from the Confederation as well. Just kind of intermingling, lots of different accents going around back and forth. Otherwise, you are here to do as you please.
Did we know the generalized location
Here.
of here? Here.
You are in the
Oh.
destination where you can meet up with Ashna's group or do your own sleuthing.
Ren's gonna start to split off from the group and says, I'm gonna go and look around some of the more shady parts of town. If you need me, one of you people can sending me, I suppose.
Okay.
See if any of the local thieves have any information that I'd be willing to buy off them.
Alright.
Is that safe?
I just sort of like turn around and like look, is like, has anything we've been doing over the past year and a half been safe?
Some of it.
We just fought a dragon less than a week ago.
I didn't think that was safe in the first place.
We didn't have to do that.
We fought a gloom less than a month ago.
That was very unsafe.
Was that less than a month ago?
Yeah, it was.
God, it seems like that should have been forever ago.
It was more than a month ago out of game time, but it was less than a month ago in game.
Okay, just don't get stabbed.
What? Me? Get into any amount of trouble? I would never.
Yeah.
I give him my meanest glare, which is not very intimidating.
Zoe pats you on the shoulder, Chris, and says, "No, it's gonna be okay."
I'm rolling a disadvantage. 10.
Excellent.
Better than you think.
Does Ren wander off?
Yeah.
After you're out of earshot, Zoe pats Chris once more and says, "It'll be okay. He's definitely gonna be in trouble, but it'll be okay."
What? That
That's
doesn't
fucking
sound okay.
rude.
Who are you intimidating?
I just
walk up to the
wanted
first
to
person.
check it.
"Grr!"
He's just trying to flex.
I just wanted to check.
Oh,
The thing.
Jesus.
Oh my... And that's gone.
What actually happens is Lance, like, he sees Ren down the street, like, growl at some random person. That random person just runs away. Lance is like, huh, looks to the nearest person, smiles at them. Ah!
That's a natural 20
Ah,
wasted.
a pretty boy.
No, he just...
That's
No, he
not
just...
how dice work, fuck you.
That being said, what is the rest of the group doing?
I bring Niles to find a brass dingle.
Yes. Niles accompanies you to go find a brass brazier. There are quite a number of markets where everyone is hawking
I was wondering what that meant.
hawking all their various wares. It
No,
goes
a brass
for
dildo.
it goes for the price that it is listed, which I think it's listed as a price? Question mark.
No.
You
I
know,
mean, there are
brass is-
ingredients for the ritual itself.
you know, brass is naturally antimicrobial, so it would make a very good dildo material. But it would be heavy.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Let
I
me
don't want
see.
something heavy in my asshole.
Well, never mind.
Yeah, freedom.
Yeah, so,
It is 50
Really-
gold.
really, he just needs to borrow the brass brazier.
Yeah, I just wanted to borrow it.
You'd be better served to buy it. However,
Fine.
at either way.
No, it's fine. We'll just have a
I
brass brazier for the
Buy
future.
it.
Ching.
And I start doing this for an hour.
That will indeed take you an hour. What about the rest of the group?
What do you think we should do, Chris?
Kiss.
Already
I
happened.
smooch. I don't do that. I am going. Well, I have money now. We should go look for things.
I mean, we could.
Mm-hmm. Or we could look for Ashna.
I mean, wouldn't hurt to just check in with them and then do that.
Okay.
Which do you do?
I guess we just check in with Ashna's group and then we go shopping.
Yeah.
That is fair.
Go check like the taverns and shit. See if we see them.
You do wander your way over toward the various taverns. There's only a couple in town, and you find the better one of the two. Eventually questioning around, and you do find that your dear friends are there. They greet you warmly. They are just waking up for the day as you guys are entering the village.
Hello.
Greetings. Good to see you once more. How goes your travels then?
Fine. The rest of our party is running errands. What are you guys doing?
We only arrived back in town day before you, getting ourselves prepared for the day, and make sure that I at least understand what is going on with Ashna's family. He's still asleep at the moment, so we will surely find out in the next hour or two.
Good to know. When your mind just spaces out in the middle of talking.
I feel.
So, wait. Repeat again what they said. I also lost track.
God damn it.
Jesus Christ.
They are going to, they are just waking up. They're going to check on the situation with Ashna's family in the near future, but you guys are free to do anything that you need to beforehand if you wanted to go with them.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, I got distracted by a picture of a maze, and I was like, ooh.
As you do.
Amazing.
I was looking at pictures, don't worry about it.
Listen, I also got distracted, but I got distracted when I'm about to put in general. It's
Is it
very
a cute boy?
distracting.
No,
Ah,
it's
yes.
a puppy.
I've seen this.
It's very distracting.
It's a cute boy.
Another question before I let you continue. Jerry, do you have Thief Boy's name? It has vanished. Not that is fine.
Thief boy.
Rye?
Not that Thief.
Well,
Oh, the one of Ashna's group.
Yeah,
no clue.
that is fine. One day I will know.
Can his new name be Steve?
That's the one.
Kyle.
There we go. Oh man, I can't believe he's a Kyle.
It's Ken, actually.
Ah.
But what were you going to say, Chris?
So, would we have time to, cause Zoe's had a pull around south? So do you think we'd have time to do that? Is there a shrine around here?
I thought it was all over.
No shrine in this destination, at least. I've heard rumors that there are some a little bit to the west of here. It's Ashna's next destination, I believe, but it's a little bit early in the day to try to figure that out.
What do you mean? Morning is the perfect time.
They can only read by the stars.
Oh, right. Okay. Thank you. We will meet up here. I assume we're at a tavern.
Yeah.
We will meet up here when we're all ready.
He salutes you as he goes to grab a little bit of coffee.
I
Well,
order Harold to salute, but he does the wrong hand.
that is fair. But yeah, you are left to your own devices. What do you do?
We should go. We should go look at things now.
Yeah, sure.
What things are you all looking for in particular?
Magic shop, bookstore.
There is a small bookstore. It is not very. This is slim pickings if you've ever seen them, but it's here. They seem to largely market in like buying books from other places in the Confederation and sending them here. As for magic shops, you do not see one that is of any significance. You do see an apothecary, and you do see like a very simple magic shop, but it's like, here's your first wand, and they're not very good.
Cool. So they basically would just have like uncommon items or common items.
Like the most common of items.
Neat. I don't think there's anything here we need.
Yeah, no, unless you need more fabric.
Maybe. Thought about making like some clothing I could wear in water, and then I could go to the bathhouses with you guys.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah. Cause no offense, but I don't really like, you know, the way you guys go in the bathhouses.
To be fair, I'm not too keen on it either. I mostly wore the towel the entire time.
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah.
We go.
You all wander off and explore the town together some more. Ren, you are wandering the town too. What are you going to do?
I'm keeping an eye out for like thieves' cant and like any shady characters so I could possibly purchase some information off.
Give me an investigation check.
Oh boy. Character sheet. Bop.
Yeah.
22.
Looking around, you do see some thieves' cant, but it's very hard to find. In fact, most of it seems to be from traders' goods, giving like little secret messages here and there. And you usually find these in alleyways. However, some of these things that you find in alleyways, particularly on various like water bins to collect rainwater or various trash bins, these seem to have the local flavor that is around. The best that you can gather, at least with your immediate like perusal, is that it is there's not a thriving thieving scene here. It may be here somewhere, but you definitely need to search around and actually like talk to people to see what you can find the best that you can.
Yeah, I guess I would just then go and ask somebody if there's a place where some of the more unsavory characters might hang around. Places that you would go if you are places that you would stay away from if you want to avoid trouble.
Mm-hmm. Who would you ask?
The town guard.
Yep, that's the one.
Hey, is there any place I can get into trouble?
No,
Asking
I
for a
said
friend.
avoid trouble. Yeah, asking for a friend. I'd probably like take a quick like dip into the local, like if there's like a tavern,
Mm-hmm.
just like sort of seeing if anybody can give me some information. You know, taverns usually have a wealth of knowledge if you got the coin.
Yeah, you eventually end up talking to a couple people at the bar as well as the bartender there. And he says something to the effect of, there are a few canyons outside of town, where there have been some bandits roaming around. He tells you the roads you don't want to take going out of town. Take that northern road. It's a little bit safer. That's the general information you get unless you want to ask him or them any more questions in particular.
Ren just sort of like it says like a little quietly under to where only like the barkeep can hear. It's like, There doesn't happen to be a black market or anything in this town, is there?
You getting at? Are you some kind of detective from the capital?
Ren just sort of scoffs, like, no, far from it. I'm, just looking to procure some items, and he's just gonna just gently slide, like, 5, gold pieces across for his cooperation, if he's willing to give this information.
He puts down the glass that he's cleaning and kind of, like, slaps the coins back at you. We don't do that business here, son. You'll be right to take your patronage somewhere else.
Jesus, okay. I enjoy this town more than I thought I would already. Alright. Thank you, information, good sir. You said to avoid the cannons, was it?
The bartender goes off to his own business, just like giving you a glare. The people next to you on the bar, they're just like, oh yeah, at least the canyons to the north, or the canyons to the southwest rather. Canyon to the north, at least to the west, will take you on a safe route.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad of an idea is it to go out to this canyon alone, you think?
That's up to you.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna make Zoe right. I'm gonna go get in trouble.
So you are leaving the city.
Yes, depending on how far away the canyon is.
You do see that there are various routes through the town. There's a small river that runs through it, as well as several paths out, several to the south that kind of branch off that direction. There is one to the east, but it kind of reunites with the one to the southeast, as best as you can tell. And then there is a western path that is to the north of the town, which seems to be the one that they were referencing. Do you head that direction? Or do you head toward the less than savory ones to the southwest?
The less than savory one.
You make your way that way. Are you going to head by the road?
Yes, and Ren is just sort of like he's got like his hook blade hidden. He's got like his bow in the bag of holding, and like he's just got his cloak on, so he just looks like an innocent traveler.
Yes.
He's just...
As you begin to make your way down there with your cloak on, you do notice the heat building in the day. There are a few other merchants who are heading down this way, but you notice that they are walking with armed guards on patrol. Probably mercenaries from the best that you can look at it. As the fatter merchant himself is counting coins in the back. Following them along, you get to the bridge that leaves the town. Head down the southwestern path and come to another bridge where a small creek that is all dried. You guys seem to pass it. Give me an insight check.
Insight check. Bop.
Looking at this place just with your roguish mind, you do note that because of the large break in the canyon here for the creek and this very wobbly bridge that they're crossing over this small little creek, this would be the ideal place to snag a particular wagon that may be less than defended. However, looking around, you don't seem to see any sorts of rogues or thieves in the area. Looking around, though, you can see that there are some signs that maybe people have been walking down in the banks of the river, or the banks of the creek, although they are not there at the moment.
How easy would it be to like sort of like hop down from this bridge and like sort of walk around?
Quite easily. It's like 7 feet down.
Yeah, I just hop down. I just sort of start to follow the tracks.
Yeah, they go down, or they go upstream and downstream, although there's quite a lot of foot traffic that seems to huddle up under the bridge.
Can I tell how old these are?
Give me a survival check.
Yeet!
Look fresh. Some of them look older than others, some of them seem to be like imprinted in the mud, but others seem quite new.
Oh wait, that's supposed to be 2 points lower. I don't know why I had Jack of all trades stick. Can I get like a possible time frame on how new?
Not exactly, but definitely within the last day or night, or within the last several hours. You're not sure which.
Would I be able to make the guess that this might be a prime spot at night?
If you were a person taking a wagon through this canyon at night, you wouldn't be doing it. If someone else was more stupid, they might, and this would be the ideal spot, either in day or night.
I don't know if I just give up at this point.
You are
I
currently
feel like I just wait here for a few hours.
You were looking at the riverbed or the creek bed. There's under the bridge that you can investigate, and there's upstream or downstream.
Yeah, I'm gonna investigate under the bridge, I guess.
Heading there. Once you get under it, it's dingy and dark here. With lots of dirt that's been pushed off to the sides. You do see that this dirt has been pushed off underneath the bridge as well to make room for several small stools that seem to be here. There's also a bucket and what seems to be several water skins, as well as glasses for use. You also find a couple daggers.
So I pick up the water skin. Is there still anything inside of it, or is it bone dry?
It has like a little bit. It has like sipping contents in it, but nothing value.
And just gonna put it back where he had it, and he's just gonna sort of like move up like a little bit on the bank, to where he's like right underneath the bridge, if possible. And he's just gonna chill out for a while.
Throughout the next hour or so, you do hear some footsteps overhead. No one seems to take any notice of you as they take their carts and their general foot traffic overhead of you. You do hear the squeaking in the bridge, which every once in a while you're like, they shouldn't be staying here. But the bridge holds and you're just fine.
Yeah, he's just waiting to see if whoever was here came back, or if anybody new shows up, because somebody left their weapons and they left their water.
That being said, back in town, Lance, you are summoning a doggo.
Doggo.
What do you do?
Do I have the doggo?
I mean, how do you summon this doggo forth?
Man, I don't know how magic works.
Yes, you do, actually. You are a arcane fighter.
Summer doesn't know how magic works. Feel like I'm dying again. Oh my god. I think it'd be funny just for a dog to pop out of the brazier.
As you focus on your ritual in this way, several people have grouped up around just like, what the fuck are they doing? Oh, that's weird. After the ritual is done, Niall's looking over your shoulder as you complete it. The fire turns from a simple red to a green, a blue, a pink, and then dog barks out.
Orc. Puppy!
It shakes its fur back and forth, shooting off embers every which way. Everyone kind of like gasps and backs up.
Puppy!
It runs to you.
Oh, I hug the puppy.
You indeed hug the pupper. It heavy breathes.
I heavy breathes into the microphone.
Yes.
Oh shit.
You're certainly talented, sir.
I have a puppy. Holds it right next to his face. They kind of look alike. You know how people's dogs look like them or whatever? Or people say like, oh yeah, your dog looks like you. Lance just is. He is a golden retriever.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Oh, she's barking.
Your dog is barking right there.
That's the dog.
But
I think
yes.
I can say
Pork.
not look like me.
Pork.
You do indeed complete your ritual. It is your dog now. It is your familiar. With all of the related things. It barks every once in a while.
This is all I wanted out of life.
Is that all you wanted to do at the moment?
I name it Jasper.
Its name is Jasper.
Hello, Jasper.
You may name it accordingly.
Jasper.
I will set up its token later.
Hello, Jasper. The two dog dad take dog on a walk.
They take the dog on the walk. You do note that several people have hushed whispers as you walk through the town, seemingly curious about you and your dog.
Listen, if anybody asks, it's a borker. Bork, bork.
That is what you do. How are Kristen Odd doing?
Hello.
Man, I don't know.
What are we doing?
That is the question.
Shopping was done, like, they said they were gonna inquire information on... what was it?
Hear
Oh,
Lance
Foster's
screaming
parents.
from
I don't know.
down the street.
This
Guys,
is me
I
talking
have a
about it.
dog!
Where'd you get a dog?
I have a dog!
But where?
Performed the magic for it. It appeared straight out of the brazier. You see Niles carrying the brazier.
Oh, I can make dogs appear out of nowhere?
I have a dog!
This is where I just pull the shit of odds allergic to dogs. Not
I mean,
really.
it's a familiar, so you wouldn't even be allergic to it.
I lean.
I don't know,
lean,
man. That's
But
dog
that's
fur.
a physical form.
I lean close to Zoe and whisper, "It's one of the patches on my robe.
Oh.
Don't tell anyone."
She nods and goes over to kneel down
I
and pet the
forgot
dog.
you had that, Bree.
Zoe!
What?
I forgot you had that.
I have 2 patches of 2 mastiffs.
Zoe, pet me too.
she just sighs and gets up and pats you on the forehead.
We're similar. Do we look alike?
Yes, a
I
little.
don't think you look like a dog.
Look again.
Look again, Trace
Give an
transforms
insight
into
check.
a dog. Alright, hold on. Insight 12.
And not quite.
Wild insight.
We like, as just said, we get like the dog's face and then Lance's face, and they kind of like cross over. A little bit. There's a little resemblance.
See, I just staring for a while, just squints.
Literal cry think.
Yes.
Yeah, I know you do.
Oh, doggy.
It's a little uncanny and a little weird.
I hold my dog while it licks me,
Eh,
and then burps in my face, and then runs out of the room, and then doesn't close the door.
I'm sorry, that just reminded me how we visited my great aunt, and my sister brought her dog, and my great aunt was talking to the dog and holding it in front of her, and the dog burped in her face.
No, that's what Lily does to me every morning. She comes in here,
Dude!
pushes my door open, burps in my face, and then runs away.
Tiny kept doing that all day. Whenever we take him on a trip, he's gassy, and it's either one end or the other.
Yeah, no, fucking Maggie farts and it's annoying.
I had a dog that was afraid of her own farts. She would fart, sniff them, and run away.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Pixie was a good dog.
She like makes
Well, no
sounds
wonder
when
it
she
was
burps
afraid. It's
though.
named
What
Pixie.
does that mean?
Why I didn't
So
name her.
nasty. Because normally they're like silent burps, but she started making sounds now when she burps, so it sounds like an actual human burp.
What?
It's so nasty.
Hey, Trouble, you wanna know the worst part?
What?
We got her cremated, so now she's pixie dust.
God damn it.
Anyway, back to D&D.
That hurt my
God damn
inside.
it.
You all have met Jasper and have done the variety of things you do. If there's nothing else you would like to do before Ren gets back, let me know.
Actually
Yeah.
hurt me with that one
I'll
free.
shop really quick.
It's
Yeah,
a
what you
true
looking for?
story, too.
I don't think that this place has a belt of giant strength, so I'm not looking for that.
You find a knockoff that looks exactly like it, and you're like, oh, is this the real thing? Yeah, I'll sell this for you for 10 gold. It's like, wait a minute, this is not the thing.
Shit, I don't even think I have money just to check the like a +2 shield.
A +2 shield, probably not.
Okay, never mind then. I'm good. This is not the place for shopping.
Stone of,
No.
Stone of Good Luck, mayhaps.
No.
That's an uncommon.
I had to ask. I'm okay. Wait,
Oh
what's...
shit, I'm attuned to 3 items, I didn't even know.
Where is this? Oh, yeah, fuck no.
I know this song. What is this song?
Xanathar.
It's that song, yes.
That being said, does this part of the group have anything to do before Ren finishes with his activities?
I
Yeah,
play with
really.
my dog and I get everybody to give my dog treats and he does tricks.
Okay.
I just...
He does it sloppily, but he gets it done. He's still learning.
Is he floppy? Like how you say floppy?
A little bit. It's still getting used to its new form. Oh, what were we gonna say, Odd?
Floppy.
None.
Very well.
Wasn't-
This part of the group just hangs out, enjoying their new animal compatriot. Whatever happened to your cat?
We still have her. Him.
Oh,
He is staring angrily from the cart.
Oh yeah, well she, if we're moving around town and like have the cart parked somewhere, she probably has him in her arms and is just like, that's a good dog. I'm gonna stay 5 feet away.
Actually, now that I think about it,
Talking mad shit for somebody in biting distance.
Bork, 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 bork. Lance barks at his dog as in bork, 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 bork.
the dog borks back.
Lance now loves something more than Niles.
Lance is the doggy, or Niles is the doggy's other dad.
That being
He's two
said,
dads.
at one point though, you do note that Zoe has walked away from the group. People are like, oh, I don't know where she went. A few minutes later, she comes back to the group, and she has a large cage in her hands, and hands it to you, Chris, and says, sometimes she wants to run away, so maybe this would be good to have around.
He never wants to run away.
You do note that, especially when you guys camp, he just kind of wanders off, and you're like, oh, I hope he comes back, but he does come back.
Oh. What if I just put a bell on him?
It'd be really loud.
Yeah.
I have those though, remember?
I'm trying to remember what
Lance
coloration is
jingles
he?
his bells.
Is there enough room to give him water and food?
Yeah, it's mostly like a travel cage, essentially. But now you have one, just in case you need it.
Okay. I'm gonna have that on the cart.
Used your pocket change. That being said, back at the bridge, what have you been doing as this time passes, Ren?
Just been sort of keeping an eye out on any, like, honestly expecting something to happen here in character. He's like, I'll just keep an eye out. He's sort of like got the scroll of sending, just like sitting in his hands, just thinking about using it. But he's just sitting there for the meanwhile.
After some time passes, you do hear some footsteps grow closer, as they have been. However, these seem to go off the path, kicking some rocks and such as these people talk to each other. After a few moments, 4 guys drop down the creek bank, and kind of looking around, they do see you immediately, and they just kind of like whisper amongst each other and begin walking your direction.
Ren just sort of puts away the scroll at that point. Still looks like just any other sort of traveler.
Got lost there, lad.
Not exactly. I'm exactly where I'm meant to be, I suppose.
Exactly where you meant to be. Where exactly are you? Looks like you're under a bridge in a dead creek.
Taking a rest for a moment. And, travel makes a person wary if they don't pace themselves. What are you lot doing here?
They kind of slowly begin to surround you.
Ren just sort of smirks and says, suppose I should come out and say it. I'm looking for a bit of information about what's happening in these parts.
Oh yeah?
Figure.
Information then? Well, that costs a thing. So does staying under our bridge.
I'm willing to pay. Keep your panties out of a knot. And there's 4 of them?
There are 4 of them.
He's gonna take out 12 gold and just basically just throw it to him.
They kind of like count up a little bit of stuff you gave them, and the one that seems to be leading them says, "Not bad, but there are 4 of us. We have lots of mouths to feed here. Think about." He's bad at math, but eventually he comes into the number of 40 gold. Would do.
Ren just sort of smiles and tilts his head and says, I'll give you this bit before you've given me the any information you have, and if the information you've given me is good, I'll pay through on it.
As long as you're good for what you cost. They all kind of just casually draw their weapons, but they're not being hostile with them. You feel like they're talking a big game.
Ren just, at that point, Ren just sets the hilt of the Sunblade on his lap. Keep in mind, it's just a hilt. Right now, it's just a hilt. It says, I'm looking for information about people who have been taken away by the government.
Sounds like
Imprisoned.
everyone in these parts.
Got any idea about where they're kept?
Of course they are. They're kept up in the prison there. He kind of like points back in the direction. You can kind of vaguely see the tallest hill of this, like from the direction you are, which is like off this direction. You see like the tippy top of the building.
How well is it guarded?
It's one of the most guarded places in the entire region, unless you go southwest to the capital.
What do they do to those people there?
What was that, Summer?
I said my familiars here.
Man.
Oh, no.
And what was that, Ren?
What do they do to those people there?
It's re-education. At least that's what they call it, at least. For all the locals.
And if they refuse to be re-educated?
You don't refuse the Confederation. You learn real fast to obey their laws and not cross them.
Interesting. Any weak points there? I assume a bunch of lot like you don't have any idea, but it's worth asking.
None of our business. Our job is to make money. You don't want to get in trouble.
Trying to think in character if there's any other questions I should ask. Has anybody been known to escape from there at any point in time?
Yeah, escapes now and then. But any of them who've gotten out, well, they certainly don't go very far. Especially if they've been branded.
Branded?
One of the guys nods and pulls up his sleeve. He has what seems to be like a burn mark of circular origin that has writing in the Confederation style on it. However, you see that it's been like carved on at some point, and also has what seems to be like an X formation that crosses it. You're not sure what that means, but it looks ugly.
And what did they do if they escape and they're found with these brands? Are they taken back or are they killed?
Taken back, killed, depends on what they did. The leader kind of nods to the guy who shows his mark, and he says, I'm called out by having my sentence convened. I actually didn't do it that time. At least I said I didn't, and I had the bribe to prove it. And let me go.
Alright. Thank you very much for this information. And Ren's gonna count out 8 gold, and he's gonna just walk up to him, place it in his hand, and say, be very glad you're getting this. Still has the sun blade in his other hand.
Yeah, they, you kind of, do you just leave after that?
Yeah, he's just gonna put his hood up, so his cloak of displacement starts to activate, and he's just gonna walk away at that point.
As you get to the top of the creek bed, the guy you were talking to comes around and says, Oi, didn't get your name.
Ren just sort of turns around to look at him, like, from the top of the creek bed. He's like, I go by a lot of names. Just, call me Maverick, I guess.
Maverick, what kind of name is that? Either way, talk to Danny in town. He can give you some work.
Much obliged. He's just gonna start trudging back through the heat towards town.
that is what you do. You eventually reunite with the rest of the crew in the city.
Yeah, Ren just sort of walks up and says, "So, took a little while, but I got some information. I've got somebody that I need
Lance
to
has a
find.
dog.
You do see the dog.
Why do we have more pets?"
Because I can dismiss it.
It's magic.
And then she just starts to say, "Okay, well, okay. Either way, people who are taken away are kept up there," and he points towards the hill. And it seems it's some sort of re-education. They're branded there. If they escape, they're either brought back or killed. Heavily guarded, very few people escape. Supposed to be someone named Danny in town.
Do you know where
Oh,
he is?
I can find out.
Okay.
If there's one thing that's universal, be it here, Ezzo, or wherever the hell it is we're heading next, coin will always talk. So, how have you guys been faring since I left?
There's
Well-
not a lot of things here.
This town's pretty slim when it comes to anything.
Doesn't surprise me. It doesn't even have a active thieving organization or
Oh,
a community.
I suppose you heard wrong there. Your accompaniment arrives and gives you all fair greetings.
I mean, not that I was able to find, at least in town. I mean, around town seems to be a bit dangerous with bandits. Had my own encounter.
Our thief friend nods and says, "It's there. You have to look for it. Can't hide, or they have to hide here. You can't act out openly, especially in Anatolia of all places."
I assume you've been able to find it then?
I know a few people. Guy, he serves at a shop. Name's Danny. We talked to him when we've come down here before.
Ah. The guy I'm supposed to meet. Excellent.
Why are you meeting with him?
To find out more information about up there, and he points towards the hill where the prison is.
Well, the castle? Well, we could just go in, you know?
Are we allowed to?
Seek an audience, and we already have one prepared.
Oh,
Do you?
We don't have the best track record with nobles as of recent.
I have a great track record. I don't know what you're talking about.
Alright.
Didn't you
There's
want
a
to
lot.
beat that kid's face in?
No,
Out of character?
no.
I feel like you were upset with that kid.
I wanted to slap him.
A lot of people were angry at him. And then things got wishy-washy.
Yeah, I feel like there was hostility there.
No, I'm right with him. He's just a kid.
But to be fair, I don't think they'll be exactly forthcoming about their re-education process, as it was called.
What is that?
I don't exactly know, but it does not sound delightful.
Maya kind of brushes Austin's hair and says, "It's complicated, to say the least. Austin knows all about the discrimination more than the rest of us here, but Confederation doesn't take too kindly to the locals, who feel that they operate properly."
Yeah,
like
so-
like brainwashing?
A little bit, I suppose. It's more cultural. We want them to act more like they do on the north side of the mountains. They try to change their diets, change their habits, their clothes. So you've seen a little bit of the mixing of cultures here. That's not by mistake.
Well, we should get them out.
That's
Said
the
and done.
plan, isn't it? Yeah, from what I know, it seems to be very heavily guarded, and very, very few people escape.
Why would we need to make them escape? Like, they did nothing bad, then they should be able to go.
Oh, this hurts Ren's heart.
Well, it's the point of we don't know what they did, or if they did anything to be in there.
That is the major dysfunction with our plans now, but that is why we're here. If you all are ready, if you need to gather any effects or meet this person you and Kin seem to know so much about, by all means, but you can accompany us if you have no further business.
I'd prefer we get all the information we can before we go up there. So I'd like to go and meet this Danny fellow.
You can come with. Introduce you.
That's preferable.
Did anyone else want to come?
No.
Add a character. Should I?
I mean, that's up to you in character, my guy. Like, I feel like the two of us might be able to handle it on. Probably should be able. Considering I don't think we're gonna get into a fight or anything.
You're
Knock
trying to
on
learn
wood,
to be
knock on
sneaky
wood.
Boy, go.
Who's saying this guy could be even truthful with you guys?
You're trying to learn how to be a sneaky boy, go.
I mean, I'm already a sneaky boy.
This isn't even like a sneaky boy thing.
And
I mean-
I'll follow. Who's saying this guy could even, like, tell you guys the full truth?
I mean, if he's not truthful, we're not leaving anytime soon. And, I'd hate for something to come back to this poor lad in case he is feeding us false information.
Okay, I guess I'm going with them.
Very well. The rest are staying here?
Yeah, fuck that.
Very well. The larger group introduces you to some of the surroundings. Is there anything you'd like to know about the village while Ren and Otter gone?
Good talk.
Yes. No.
Just no,
I
maybe
can hear
so.
my brother snoring from the bathtub.
Oh, no. Anything for you, Lance?
I'm sadly not interested in this place, so not really.
That is fair. Very well. Ren and your lot, you head over to this Danny fellow's place. There seems to be, through the bustling market, a single-doored and windowed shack that you enter. It's a little dingy, filled with incense as you walk in. But behind, or in the empty room, you do see that there's a lot of fine pottery that seems to be sold, as well as very delicate silk and finely woven tapestries.
Huh. Actually, a pretty nice place. Not what I expected at all. So where's this fellow?
Don't see him.
Sort of like looking toward Jen.
Jin kind of like heads up to the desk and like smacks it real hard. Hey, Danny! Do you do anything?
Just sort of waiting is like, sure. If he's met him, I trust that he knows the way to lead on this one.
In due time, a older man, probably in his 60s, probably edging on 70, comes around and greets you all. Greetings. It's been some time, Jin. You still on your pilgrimages, I imagine? Who are these lot? Friends. The man takes a seat behind his desk.
Oh, I hope he's not expecting me to introduce myself because I'm not giving a fucking name here.
He
I'm not
glances
giving them
between
either.
both of you.
We're looking for information. Is the best way to put it.
Many voices come through my shop, and I hear many things, but everything comes at its price. Here, and I'm sure he's introduced you before introducing you to me. What do you need?
Information about the castle up on the hill.
Then what of it?
Out of character, what do you guys think we should ask? I have like a small list.
Is there a way to get people out? Normally?
Summer?
I'm thinking, have there been any attempts at breakouts or anything? Recently, at least.
Those probably 2 good ones. Yeah. Is there any secret way in or out of the castle?
A few methods down from the castle into the prison itself.
How much would that information cost?
A pretty penny at very least. A gold penny, of course.
I don't know if he's actually just saying 1 gold or.
No, he's implying you gotta pay a high bit.
Yeah, give me a number amount.
45 gold.
Fuck. All right. 5 gold and 4 flat.
Ching.
Ow. All right. Cough it up. If we're in the castle, how do we get down to the prisons?
Respect, boy. You want to get from the castle? There are several routes. Some of them secret, some of them not. You can always find them by the certain engraving. He kind of like while he's doing this, he scribbles down the particular style of engraving he's talking about, and he points out the finer details of what they look like whenever you see them, and passes that off to you. Ever see one of these? They tend to be either pushing toward a trap door of some sort, or will otherwise denote going downward. Now, those dungeons down there, as well as the prison proper, you certainly don't want to stay there for too long, unless you're tired by the guards.
What is that?
Because no one's allowed down there, obviously. I'm sure you're acquainted with it in your time.
No, actually.
Then you don't want to be caught dressed like that. Let's put that much clearer.
That feeling when you wish you had taken disguise self. So, if we want to sneak in here, we'll need to be sort of disguised as gods. Is that what you're telling me?
It certainly wouldn't hurt. But again, sneaking into a prison, now that sounds like a foolish endeavor.
I could do it.
We have our reasons.
We'll take a knife to someone in the streets, a faster way in.
Are there any protective magics in there that prevent others from casting?
Near the doorways there are. You don't want to be caught in those. They make sure everyone gets through, and I'm sure you'll have your... he kind of like reaches into his clothes and pulls out his necklace with the gem on the end.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Is necromancy illegal in the Confederation?
No magic is.
Generally, you're not supposed to be casting magic in general.
It's not. I don't think it's illegal. I think it's just frowned upon.
Yeah, essentially.
Damn it. I wanna get
Strongly
arrested.
frowned upon.
I could get arrested for necromancy, and then that'd be a way in.
It would indeed be a way in.
I get arrested for making a dog.
Yeah.
You're coming with me, kid.
What dog makes the dog poof?
I think that would only prove their point.
What dog? I don't see a dog.
I don't have a dog, sir. I'm allergic.
Have there been any recent breakout attempts from the prison?
No one's that's foolish enough.
Yet.
Yeah. Yeah. Theoretically, right? Rin could, like, man, there's so many like dumb, like stupid dumb ideas, right? There's like they're just like coursing through my brain. It's like fucking Jimmy Neutron brain blast moments where it's like you go inside of his fucking brain. There's just all these like useless things floating past. That's my brain with stupid ideas right now. Oh, they abound so much. How heavily guarded is the inside of the prison?
They have skilled guards from both the north and the south. They have been trained in all manner of specialties. Sure that someone of your variety has encountered someone of their skill level before. You all seem like cunning adventurers. Shouldn't want to be on the other end of one of their spears or swords.
Man, Rin's still dressed like a traveler. So it's going to be difficult if we want to get them out if we sneak in. I'm not exactly a fan of getting myself locked up into a prison in order to get someone else out. How willing are the prison guards to be bribed?
They can be bribed here and there, but for more unsavory means, which I'm getting light out of you, they're a little more strict. They respond directly to the government to the north, and they would gladly have a head more than they would rather take a bribe.
Hmm.
The music's not playing on my end.
Thank you for letting me know. Playing now.
Yes.
No, it might just be an Ishmi. Hold on.
No.
Yeah,
oh,
I see it. I saw it.
I saw it, but I didn't hear it.
I stopped.
Is there a
the
place we can commandeer guard uniforms?
You'd be better off stealing them, if you could find them that way. Each uniform is branded for the particular soldier. Have trouble separating.
Man, I don't want to wind up in prison again. I don't want this to be the 4th campaign where I get arrested.
4th campaign.
How is that, Trello?
It's still not playing.
I don't
That
hear
is
it
a
either.
that is a roll 20 problem. That is fine. This should work.
This is where Troll is just like, oh, my music was off.
No, my music's on.
I mean, I'm not hearing it either. So
You don't hear
That's
this.
playing. That is playing.
I hear that.
Okay. What say you, Adenren?
So if we want to get them out, we either have to break in. We either have to break in and sort of brute force this, or we have to attempt to pilfer an outfit from a guard, or, and this is my least favorite one, we have to get arrested.
You're certainly very eager to get inside that prison, young one.
Some
Issue
people
is,
do.
if we get arrested, then where does that just leave us? In the same position as them? We wouldn't have anything to get ourselves out.
Tell you some bad news now, but we heard you guys wanted to get arrested for Ashna's family. We aren't taking your side. We have our quest to complete. It's to you, honestly.
Yeah, but on this, I've got to try my best to help her. Well, who would I be to sort of put down someone else's attempts to help their family with what I'm trying to do?
A
be
good
honest,
guardian
friend,
to
this is-
Zoe.
It's not just about her. Like I said, we could brute force this. I don't know the exact number of guards there, but they're skilled. It would be a fight. and I won't be killing anyone. I'll be happy to knock people out.
Oh, I need to read a thing. Nope. That's way too short.
Hmm. So, via my own personal preference, getting arrested, out of the question. So,
Yeah,
either the guard outfit or brute forcing this.
This is really your plan. You ought to talk to Yaredin about that. I think he'd be too happy to hear it, following his word.
Yes, I just...
I'm gonna be honest, Ren. None of these options seem good to me.
No. Breaking into prisons has never really been my forte.
What
Nor breaking out. Never had to.
is your forte then, Maverick?
And just sort of tilts his head and is like, so I assume the crew from the Creek Bank have already informed you about who I am.
Word gets around.
As I'm sure it does. I take things, places. I protect people. Those who need protecting.
Seems a jail will be protecting you soon. But maybe that's just a bad joke.
I've avoided it for this far in my life. Save one occurrence. I don't intend to hear that terrifying clink of jail bars closing again. At least not from that side.
Although I do appreciate your patronage, there are certain time elements that require further gold for my time. Is there anything else you wish to know of this foolish endeavor?
I've never met a person named Danny that I like, I just realized. I've got
Met
nothing.
Daniels.
Yeah, I've met Daniels that I enjoy greatly. But Danny's?
He
Nah, fuck 'em.
nods and says, "If I hear word that the good Maverick is all locked up, well, be sure to visit you your cell." Ta-ta.
Hmm.
He kind of like waves and hobbles back into the back room.
Yeah, alright. None will ever catch me. He just sort of closes the door after him, because I assume he's like the last one out.
Yes, but there's no door.
Oh shit.
It's
Never
doorless.
mind.
You just
I-
you mime it.
It's like, it's fucking... It's
You
just a
mime slamming the door.
muscle-
You're like, yeah, right.
Are you okay,
No.
It's
Ren?
muscle
Wait.
memory. He's just like, wait. He reaches for it and he's like grasping. He's like, wait a minute.
Wait,
a minute.
I have met a Danny I liked, but it was a girl.
I think he's having a stroke.
I don't ask.
I forgot most places here don't have doors.
It's too hot
It's
for
weird.
those.
I wouldn't know.
Wouldn't either. Built for this. I miss Ezzo.
Same. I might see if once we find another place or a teleportation circle that we can use, if we can take a trip back.
Do you reunite with your group out?
Yep.
You
Yeah.
do so.
No, he just fucking leaves us.
Yep. I'm going back. Yeah, I miss Ezzo too. Gone.
Wait, how are you teleporting there? Shrug.
Yeah. See you later, fuckers.
Bard magic.
He's just the fucking the black guy going deuces. Anyway.
No, when you say fucking bard magic, I just imagine Salt Bay, just like bard magic.
Yeah.
Basically.
Whoa, what the fuck?
That was an okay one, Free.
However,
Yeah.
you are reunited with the group. What do you do
Cry.
after
So-
that?
Yeah, I just sort of like put the two apparent options from what I learned from Danny on the table, and was like, honestly, both of these are terrible.
You're assuming to break into the prison. Are you mad?
I just instinctually have a distrust of nobles and all that they do for some reason. I don't know if it's the power dynamic or if it's the whole large amount of power, like a large amount of power amassed in one place, or if it's the little kid that we met a few months back who was just an absolute dickhead.
Lance
But-
raises his hand.
That's not very nice to call someone, but I do agree that was unfun.
Lance raises his hand.
Yes, Lance.
Yep.
Can we not go find out what they did first?
I mean, I'd like to.
Even we don't
I mean,
know
yeah,
that.
I'm just amassing information for when. And keep in mind, this is just me being pessimistic on the topic of royal/nobles. This inevitably turns to a moment of us having to do something that is not on the side of the law.
I mean, what's stopping us from just walking up and being like, hey, our prisoners allowed visitation?
That is the goal here. We were supposed to be visiting them.
True. Once again, just
We could do
natural
that and get their
distrust.
side of the story.
Say again?
Natural distrust.
I said maybe we could do that and then get their side of the story.
Be ideal before breaking any laws, because we certainly aren't following you down that road.
don't
I
expect to.
agree.
I prefer not
I've-
breaking the law when
Mm.
possible.
I've been mainly alone every time I've broken the law since I've left Ezo.
I like that when
There's a
And even
reason
then-
for that.
Yeah, and when has it come to bite me since?
Everything
Nevertheless,
catches up.
you all are prepared.
Also,
Yeah.
when that's come to bite you, I point toward the building that got burned down because of our antics.
It didn't bite me.
It bit our
It bit
friends.
someone.
Yeah, it bit someone, didn't bite me.
What shall you do?
Yeah, let's
Yeah, no,
go visit a prison.
let's go visitation.
You guys head up to the tippy top of the city, giving you a nice large view of the various array of the landscape. You guys are led into the small little castle area here, into the front room, large foyer, lots of beautiful gold and gem laden furniture everywhere, lots of just beautiful arrays of things, typical of a castle, as you might see. However, Yeridan and the group directs you all over to a small reception area where they do some talking and file some paperwork. Eventually, you are indeed given visitation rights if you choose to accept them. Yeridan swings it in such a way where all of you can go with. The dog cannot come.
What the fuck?
What about the cat?
The cat cannot come either. No.
Okay, put the cat in this little crate.
I can poof my dog.
You poof the dog. There are a few gasps as you poof the dog. Shall you go with the Yeridan?
Sure.
You head out the front end. Eventually a guard meets you halfway, and you come to this particular lower section of the castle, down the road, coming to what initially seems like a quite fine establishment. There are several people in the atrium here that are just chit-chatting and talking, although there seems to be a serious air in the room. You come to the reception area that is here, and they request that they are going to be meeting with two people who are in the prison by the name of Kamal and Raj. They check you all down. You are asked to give whatever, you're asked to present your necklaces as you do. Does anyone do this?
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
I want to say no, but I do it.
You do it?
Harold, Dan, and Samson also present their necklace.
They do. They kind of like look at their notes while they're doing that, and they're like, people are sick? I don't know if we should take them. I don't know. Whatever. However, he does say that there are a little too many people with your companions there, Chris, and says that they should probably wait outside for now.
To who?
To you.
For your zombies and skeletons to stay outside.
Oh. Okay, I'll stay out here with them. I pat Harold on the shoulder.
You shall remain then.
I stand.
You stand?
I
What?
stand my zombies.
So they are asking if you're going to not head into the prison.
Well, Chris doesn't if her zombies can't go in.
Understood.
Keep an eye on them.
The guards come over to escort you in. Otherwise, for the rest of you, are you heading in?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Then let me get the right people. This map, yoink, yoink. There is a reason that I did what I did, Chris, and you will probably find in a moment.
Not gonna be a lot of room.
I almost dragged Chi onto the map.
Rippy.
He's dead.
He's
No, he's
gone.
not. He's just in
He's
Elven
fine.
Village.
He's right over there.
He's
Points.
1,000 miles away.
You just see somebody waving in the distance.
Hello.
No, he's right there. Just points towards Odd, whose disguised self is she.
Zoink, 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 zoink. As you come down this way, you are led down several flights of stairs. And there is a large doorway that you enter. The guards open the doors for you, both to either side, these big, thick wooden doors. There are a series of metal barred doors that you have to pass. And as you pass through, you all feel lighter, as if there's a tinge of something in the air running through you as you pass through what seems to be these blue corridors that seem to be made of pure aquamarine.
What I'm guessing is the magic is not working now.
However, they help you pass through these bars. The guards change out each step of the way, and then through the metal doors at the end of the hallway, where you come to the prison proper. There are several stories of this place. They're all generally connected, and there are large gates that seem to ferry people who are higher up in cells down to lower levels, as well as staircases that just kind of round around to all the various cells that are here. By the description of the people you were coming to see, you head down to one of the lower levels and are led that way by the guards, who point you over to the southwest. And they'll leave you be.
Nice initiative, guys.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah. You've been let in. Do you are you going in?
Yeah, fucking.
I mean, yeah, we're just following them.
Jeez.
As you all kind of get closer, you do see that there are two individuals in two separate prison cells. Ashna runs up to the bars and calls out their names. They both kind of like get up shocked and come to the bars, and she like wrings her hands through them to give them a hug as they do the same back. No, one of the guards just kind of like says, not too close, and they just kind of separate away a little.
I guess I just asked how did this happen?
It's a long story. Who might you be? Recognize the rest of you? How's Ashna been? Been treating her well? No worries about that, Sir Kamal. But, is a curious question indeed. How did you end up here? It's a bad set of affairs. Gotta say, we got our calling card, I guess. No, why did you keep doing that? Sorry, it got worse after you left. No, you said you would stop. Sorry, Ashna.
Doing what? exactly?
Smuggled drugs. Made a lot of money, alright?
Say man.
Well, they actually broke a law. And it's actually a reasonable law.
Yep. Is that bail you could pay, or?
If they do bail, especially for us. He points to his own, what seems to be his own arm, and you get a hint that he's not talking about anything other than his complexion.
Yeah. Point to the quote free from earlier. I'm not gonna say specifics, but
It's fine.
it's not fine. So what are they gonna be doing with you?
We're here. We're locked up for about 1.5 years, and then we can go free, at least on probation.
Well, it's not terrible.
I'm just not gonna talk.
You can say whatever you want.
No, because Lance isn't gonna say anything good.
Mhm.
Lance is like,
Yeah,
this
no.
is fucking reasonable. Why are we here? Like, this is fine.
I'm on your side there, Summer. Like, this is actually reasonable. They
Like,
fucked up, and it's like,
they actually broke a law. Let them do their time. They're not even in there for like that long. Yeah, it's 1.5 years, but goddamn, she's a threat.
Okay.
She's probably gonna be gone for another year anyways.
I guess the only questionable thing is are they being truthful with 1.5 years, or were they extended in the future?
I
That is
don't think this
actually
country
a
is
good question.
that unreasonable.
Have you seen mandatory minimums in America?
Have you seen
Non-fantasy
China?
America? It's also
Have
true.
you read anything on Chinese imprisonment systems and re-education systems?
Yeah, how long have they been in here already?
That is a
They've
good
probably
question as
gotten
well.
the worst
Yeah,
of
we
it
don't know.
already, honestly.
Yeah, how long have you been in here exactly?
And they kind of like confer with each other, and Raj says, "It's been about 9 months now, I suppose."
They've already gotten the worst of it.
They're like halfway done, yeah.
Or also I like how the rogue's the only one like this is fucked. Sticking to the brands. Or they'll have some bullshit charge tacked on while they're in here, and their sentence will keep getting extended indefinitely, because that's the way some prison systems work. It's punitive, not
Can I do an
reformatory.
insight check to see if the Confederation would be the type of government to do that?
Give me a history check instead.
18.
From your knowledge working within their systems, it's not unheard of. That's a thing that they do sometimes, largely through what little you know, because you aren't super familiar with their re-education camps. However, by the look of it, this does not look like one of those.
Alright, I'm out. I'm sending this one out, boys.
Listen, Ren's been in jail once in his life. He just, dude, he doesn't want anybody else to go there. Fuck that place. It sucks.
So they've been in here 9 months. They're supposed to be in here for 1.5 years, so
A year and
they're
a half
already
more,
halfway
rather.
done.
1.5 years more. But
Oh, 1.5 years more.
either way.
So they have like they got like 18 months of total time. Basically.
No, they got over 2 years.
So over 2
I mean, yeah, this is just
I can't do math. Whatever.
This is just a situation of so long as they're like not getting bullshitted and like just having more time
Yeah.
added onto their due
Ask
date.
if they're treating them well enough.
Yeah, that was gonna be my next question. It's like, are you being treated well in here, or?
As well as you can be for being locked up. Miss home, but get a meal a day, I guess.
Oof. Also, like how the one person who eats like 1 meal every 3 days is the one going oof.
Nice phone.
How you get 1 meal a day? That's like luxury, my dude.
Yeah, Jerry. Wait. Okay, I'm trying to do some.
Dude,
do
wanna
some math
trade?
here. Let's see. Okay, so no.
Oof.
9 months. They got a year and a half left.
27
That's
months
25
total.
months old.
27 months
25.
now. 25.
Wait, no,
Nine-
27. Nope.
Yeah,
Nope,
nine-
the
nine- 9 plus
dyscalculat's
12 plus
better than
6.
me. Jesus.
I'm good at
So-
addition of anything.
A year and 2 months. Has their sentence always been this long, or have they tacked on anything else to it?
Like I said, we're going to get probation after. That means I don't know. We don't get put into one of those camps, but not yet.
Yeah, I really don't think we should even do anything with this.
Yeah, as much
Like
as
this-
I'd like to be the white knight here, I don't think we can do anything.
You're not even the whitest one here. Or the knight.
They're not gonna be here forever, and
I'm white and a knight.
it's not like they were put in here unreasonably.
I'm white, but not a knight.
What? This is just for my curiosity. What exactly were you smuggling?
What to even say? You're not supposed to open the packages most of the time, but we knew who we were working with.
Ah! Actually feels Rin Man. Ooh.
Man, when I want to be like, who were you working with? No.
Yeah, actually, that probably is a good question, but it's not a Rin's purview to ask that.
It's like, what would we even do with that information?
Beat him
I
up.
don't know. Yeah.
Why'd you let him get in prison?
Why'd you
Why
hire
were
him?
you making them smuggle
Why did you give them
drugs?
money?
Lance is very agitated currently.
Fucking
he
leave!
needs his comfort dog.
No, it's more so like, wow, we came all the way down here to help when they actually deserve to be here.
I mean, how are we supposed to know? I don't know, I think this is just a situation
Calm
of like
down
we
there,
tell
Superman.
Asha. I think this is just a situation of like having us tell a little girl, "Hey, these things happen. They're not gonna be here forever. This is just something we got to deal with."
Yeah, she's currently just like on her knees, doing her best to not be completely sobbing in tears while holding their hands, and they're doing their best to talk to you while dealing with her.
God, break them out so fucking bad. God, I just want to get them out of this fucking country so goddamn bad.
This is an underground part of the prison, right?
Sort of. It's inside the mountain, so hold on. I'm gonna take you back to that other map real quick.
Okay. What I'm basically trying to ask is that they have absolutely no way of like opening a window or getting through window bars and just like yeeting out.
No, you do not see any sort of windows at all in this area. There are lots of torches that keep the place well lit, but as you see here, it is like inside the mountain, and you've gone down some, so you're somewhere in this area.
Yeah, no, unless we fucking dug our way into their wall.
This is
no.
all stone. Good luck with that.
Yeah,
Don't give
no,
me the option, Trollo.
I mean, what can I polymorph into?
Giant anteater.
Yeah.
Giant badger. Dig your way through, boys. We're getting out of here. Yeet.
I know, I think this is just I almost said lost cause. No, this is just a dead end.
You can always ask them more about their situation if you want to learn of it. Ren did also
trying to
hear that
think.
a sentence was commuted earlier.
Yeah. Yeah, but that took money and also knowing who to bribe.
I'm still mad that you called your channel points Electrum.
What?
It's so good.
I forget who recommended
No one else
Disgusting.
is gonna use it.
I recommended it
Oh, right.
because it's like, well, this will
For
be
the
the only time
grand-
it's ever useful.
For the grand inspiration, that doesn't last just for the session, does it?
Granting inspiration, DM inspiration for me, and I believe the other one does as well.
Okay.
It should say.
I'm just holding
wanted
on.
to know because I'm getting up there in points.
Yeah, I'm just holding on to my 32.6k points.
Yeah, Ren's just gonna sort of huff and say,
I'm waiting for that Grant level up.
We'll see what we can. I'll see what I can do here, but I don't think there's any way that we can help them, unfortunately.
Best we can do is see what sources we could to like lower the time, but until then, they've got to do their time.
I hate it.
What?
I hate it. Just sort of like staring around at the prison. I hate it. And he's gonna
Well,
say,
I don't like seeing a small girl sad about this either, but we're powerless in this. Unless we want to
Well-
fuck everything up for us.
not exactly powerless. We should get going for now, though.
I really think we're done. I don't think we have anything we need to ask that would even change anything.
That is fair. Eventually, after Yared and Maya have some words with them about their situation, they kind of pick up Ashna, who's still just very sad about the situation, kind of pull her away. She gives one last hug to both her brothers, and they separate her. They are ready to go whenever you are.
Yeah.
The guards come to accompany you. And you guys are led out through the same mechanisms that you were before. You reunite with Christ on the outside.
And I guess we just relay everything that was discussed down there and to her.
Oh. So they were like Ren.
Yes, but in a stricter trait.
Ren just looks at you in the most unamused, upset face he's ever worn.
Chris doesn't notice. She's just like, yeah. That's what it's like. She didn't say it in a mean way.
How come when I say things that upset other people, I get poked, but when other people say things that upset Ren, nothing happens?
Hi, Chris might be my one character with high functioning autism. Hello.
God
She
damn
just
it.
says things.
Also, this isn't even that bad.
As I said before, I am tapping out.
But they get out in a year, right? And then
Years a long
Year and a
time.
half.
I mean, it's not that long relatively.
Chris, the one time I was caught and bailed out by Enzio, I think it was, although I don't know who bailed me out. How long was I projected to like actually stay?
Who
prison?
knows? A while. You were booked up for a while.
Yeah, so everyone's just like,
Well, they're human, right? So that's not a long part of the human's lifespans. If it was 2 years total, then it was 1/40th.
How old did they seem?
They're like in their 20s.
Oh yeah, they're still young.
And Yaredon kind of like taps you as you guys walk out into the hot sun. He taps you, Chris, and says, I think we might be a little blessed by our race there.
Oh yeah.
yeah, dog.
I don't know anything about half elves though. Aside from we live a long time.
That long time gets us a long way. A little longer than humans, at least.
How long do tieflings live?
Same as humans.
Same as humans. Oh, that's build age. Live a few years longer. Okay.
So like 80 as opposed to like 75.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well. Yeah.
I mean, just sort of says, I don't know, a year for me feels like I'd be going mad in that time span. I can only imagine what it'd be like for a human.
Unfortunate timing.
They shut the door.
Well, I think if they said they were safe, then I think they'll be okay.
So long as things don't get unreasonable and their time gets extended for bad reasons, then yeah, I think this is just out of our hands.
What time of day is it, Chris?
Probably midday by this point.
Maybe. I hate to see someone else locked behind bars, but if you don't want to keep going, I suppose we have to.
As much as it pains me as well to see this in, especially with Ashna here, not much we can do. We have to keep moving.
I'm guessing Ashna's just still like sad right now.
She's very quiet at the moment. She seems to be holding back her tears as best as she can. But given her state, she is much less mature than Zoe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I let her hug Puppy?
Yeah, the puppy goes over and licks her, and then she kind of like
She can hug Doggy if she wants.
she like takes a big breath and then starts trying to please the puppy. But you do see a sad look in her eyes.
Let's just take the day to rest, I guess, and then we can get a move on.
At very least, we need to readjust our bearings, isn't that right, Ashna? She just kind of like nods blankly.
Oh God.
So we're gonna take the day in the town, grab an inn to rest.
We have our rooms at the one place. We've spoken to the tavern keep. I'm sure they can offer some more.
Okay, and then Zoe can read her book, and we can go somewhere.
Wherever the stars lead.
Yes.
Move forward.
If no pull, then we just go back north.
At very least, I do hope back north.
Was that Niles?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That'd be nice.
I don't
Yeah.
care where we go.
Northwest sounds nice. Alright, here's a couple gold. Grab a room for me. I'll be back.
They take your gold and will get you a room, among everyone else who's in the group. Will the rest of the party do anything with the rest of their day?
Friends
I
gonna
will
try to break them out. I have a feeling in my bones.
No, I think he's just gonna look at all the options, weigh them, and then probably come to the same exact realization that we are at right now.
I have a bad feeling in my bones.
Out of our hands, at very least. We'll meet you back up at the tavern.
I
Okay.
think if you have a bad feeling in your bones, you should go see a doctor.
You're right.
Yeah. Do you think they have a doctor here?
Probably. Hopefully. Maybe.
Here, hold on. I'm gonna do a medicine check on
I'm kinda a
Lance's
doctor.
bones.
I can heal.
18.
You do that thing like while Lance is standing, where
you
you
have
try
those
to hit the knee and
too?
make his leg kick, but you can't break his AC because his arm is too thick.
Okay.
Kink!
I
You
can
just hurt
break
your
that.
hand.
I can break that AC.
I
shield.
think you're fine.
Shit.
I shield.
In fact,
Fuck.
what you decide, Chris, is that if anything is hurting his bones, it's his plate mail. It's very heavy.
You know, I think you should take off your armor sometimes.
Oh, but it's so comfy. You should
It
try
might-
wearing it.
That is.
I
I
don't
take
know
my
if
helmet
I'm
off and I put it on Chris.
I
Her
mean,
neck just like
I can
cranes.
hold a helmet. I have 13 strength.
It's on your head, though. It's quite dark in here, but it also smells slightly like lavender. Seems to be his dry shampoo.
It's very dark, and it would be hard to cast spells when I can't see.
It's just pushing her hair into her eyes.
Yeah, it's like the curly hair that's like all up like around her neck like disappears in the helmet.
I
Yeah.
take my helmet back.
I'm not too much of a fan of the plate mail like Lance is here, but he has a different role than I do.
Oh, I need to polish my armor.
I
It's
think your armor looks
dirty.
really good. I'm
It
with
looks-
Chris, though. That one time that I tried to wear it almost made me fall over. I felt like a turtle.
Yeah, it's heavy. I don't want to polish it though. It's dirty. Look at how dirty it is.
I'll just knocks on his breastplate, just like clunk clunk.
Niles nods to you, Lance, and says, "You did ask me to stop, sir, so I can, if you're..."
Well, you don't have to. I can do it. It's dirty. I need to do it.
Very well.
You can show me how to do it better. I haven't done it in a long time.
Yes, sir.
If you touch it though, I will slap your hand.
Yes, sir.
Yee.
I thought you weren't allowed to call him sir anymore.
He's not.
Lance.
Hey.
But looking over that.
I am going to sew, and if Ren does not end up in prison, he will have new clothes soon.
I'm going to polish my armor, and I'm going to be really shiny. If Ren doesn't end up in jail soon.
Odd, do you do anything if Ren doesn't end up in jail soon?
I might visit that apothecary just to
I might
buy
visit
the
that
stuff to make
apothecary.
potions.
If Ren isn't in
Ren
jail
doesn't
soon.
Yep.
You can visit the apothecary. You can gather the various supplies, as we've done in the past, for you to make potions with.
Yeah, I'll just
Wait.
make
Oh,
I'll
ye
just-
a little faith.
I'll buy enough that would make 3 minor healing potions
Listen.
just for my sake.
Listen, there's always two
No, not
plans.
minor. Not
If-
minor. We're
If
getting
Ren
to that-
doesn't end up in jail soon, and if Ren does end up in jail soon.
We're getting to the point that minors aren't like that great to begin with, so I guess enough to just like make
a grader.
2 graders.
Yes. Graders are normally how much money? 500?
150.
150. That's way more than I thought it was.
You mean way less.
Way less. Whatever.
It
Yes,
goes
yes.
what? It goes 50, 150, 500. And then I don't know what the
Oh.
highest tier is.
You can get
That is
enough for 2, or you said 2 grader potions?
Yeah, enough to buy to make 2 graders.
That'll cost you about 40 gold.
Done deal.
Cha-ching.
And let's see, 6, and I guess I'll just like when I get back, spend that time making them while everybody's doing their
Yeah,
own bits.
go ahead and do your bit now. Also, Chris, give your other roll.
I'd like to do my bit while Ren isn't in prison.
Yeah.
I'll t-
We're handling all that right
I
now.
hate this.
However,
I'll
however,
21.
there's no check for polishing armor, so you're good on that.
I'll take a spell slot for enhanceability. 1, 2.
That's actually shitty.
Why athletics? Why are you rolling athletics?
Because I'm scuffing out that
Put-
dirt.
Putting some elbow grease in it.
Oh.
What did he sleight of hand?
Chris, by the probably
I
by
didn't
the
it. Shit.
by the end of your day, Chris, you are able to make your or your final what the fuck am I trying to say? You finished with
Finish
the
up
thing
the
that you're doing
clothes.
for Ren.
The final touches?
Yes, that's what
Final
I was
repairs?
trying to say. For Odd, you are able from this to craft 1 lesser and 1 greater.
All right, so one regular healing potion and then one.
Yep. It did not percolate the way you wanted the first one to. It didn't work out, but you are intelligent enough to know how to fix it, at least into a minor. I very much need to sneeze. And
This
Alright.
is acceptable.
I have this thing called bad luck, and I love it.
How do you? That being said,
No, I actually do though. I have a thing for it. I poop it.
you do in game, but not in real life, so it counteracts the game's bad luck.
Shit, you're right.
That being said, Ren is off on his own. What is he doing?
Just
My
shopping. I'm
immediate-
not actually breaking in. Bye.
Yeah, like you guys are crazy. I'm not breaking into that fucking place. I'm going back to the place where the boyos were.
Hey, I said weighing options, motherfucker.
I thought Jerry was going to say, "Yeah, I'm just shopping. I'm not breaking into that place. I'm going to break into that place."
Oh, that'd be
Very
dope.
Ren of you.
I
All
seem
I'm saying is
very
keeping
chaotic, stupid
on
of you.
brand. Keeping on brand that the only person who's like these people shouldn't be in prison is the rogue who's been in jail and should have been in jail for a long time.
That being
Yeah,
said,
I should probably be in jail.
you head to the outskirts of town,
Lance puts people in jail.
where you do find a larger number of the young men. Some of them are down in the riverbed. Others of them are just like hanging out on the side of the road with their stool. There seems to be less traffic at this time of day, but they are posted up on either side of the bridge. They take note of you and call out for a toll, but you do recognize their voices, so you're not even sure if he's being sarcastic or not.
Also, I was gonna say, BRB. I'm gonna go give my dog some chocolate-covered raisins.
No, don't do that.
Listen, if I'm gonna take him out, I gotta take him out double as hard. Fun fact, don't give your dogs grapes. Grapes like actually fuck up dog stomachs. Don't do it.
And
Yeah.
chocolate.
Hey, yeah, but chocolate's like a known thing. Grapes aren't as known.
Come on.
Also,
Raisins
fun
aren't
fact,
grapes.
don't let
Well,
them
raisins.
eat palm trees. I had a cousin's dog who tried to eat a palm tree. Why? Don't know, but it almost killed it.
Oh,
Maybe
It's
because he has an entire fucking tree in his stomach? Think about that one?
No, it's also the palm. Like, that something about the bark doesn't work with them. Didn't know that until it tried to eat a palm tree. Again, don't know why.
yeah, but I'm gonna go get
Just dog
chocolate-covered
things.
raisins for me.
Good.
Woo.
Okay. But yeah, like Ren, like at this point isn't even like appearing like a normal traveler. He's got like his cloak up. He's got his bow on his back, and he says, "I'm looking for the one who said that they escaped from the prison.
Boy.
Need to figure out how to do it for someone else."
For what?
Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to.
I'm asking questions,
Where
and
is
I'll
it?
ask whatever I want. You hadn't paid us earlier anyway. And they all just kind of like give a guffaw.
Do I see the one here that said that he bribed somebody into
He's the one talking to you. Yeah, he's the one talking.
Yeah. I want to know who you bribed.
Didn't do it. My friends did.
Who'd they bribe?
One god. Name is by Cheng, I think. Yeah, all the details. I just wanted to get out.
Can you get me in touch with your friends?
On the town south over from here, they came all the way up here to make sure that I could get out.
You know where the guard spends his time when he's not guarding the prison?
Probably in town, I'd imagine, with his family.
Kill his family.
You got a description of him?
He gives you a generalized description of someone who sounds like they'd be from the northern part of the Confederation. General, black hair, golden skin, etc. Could be anyone, honestly. Definitely not one of the locals, though.
You come with me.
I'm coming with you.
There's a
The
fair bit of coin in it for you if you agree.
leader stands up
And with
and he
this-
says, Yeah. What do you do?
With this, Ren flashes 5 platinum pieces like between his fingers.
The leader, like the guy you're talking to, just like kind of eagerly comes up to you, but the leader stands up and waves his finger forward. We don't work with this one. He's a maverick. He's all on his own, right, boys? They kind of chuckle, even though the one you were talking to is just kind of sad to be laughing about it.
I'm just gonna walk right up to him and say, I'm on my own on a lot of the ventures I do on this particular side of the law, yes. But in this, I'm willing to accept aid for someone who I care about.
You should be better at making friends, mate. You went bad on a deal that I made with you.
I told you I'd pay if your information turned out good. Why do you think I'm here?
You're asking
think
for
I
a
just-
favor, not for payment. At least the payment that we asked you of. You made an enemy.
Ren pulls out from another one of his pockets, like on his pants, a pouch with 20 gold specifically placed in it. I came here to pay, and I came to ask a favor. For the person who I want, I'm willing to pay extra.
He holds out his hand.
I toss him the pouch of 20 gold.
He
I assume
counts
this
it.
guy's like a little taller than Ren, so Ren's just like,
Probably about the same height, honestly.
yeah, Ren's just looking at him, dead eyes, like from beneath his hood.
All right, then. Here's your deal. You have my mate here for a day. For the rest of this day, that is. You'll pay him at least 1 platinum by the end of it. And if he does anything you need him to do, you give the rest as what you promised.
I always follow through on the deal.
The road goes through every town, so remember that, kid.
Wait, these guys are
Understood.
road.
Yeah. Had you not already figured that one out?
Bitch, no.
Yeah. Ren just sort of scoffs and says, I don't fear the road. But I'll take your man. And he looks back to him and flicks him the platinum piece and says, you're with me. We're gonna go and find this Chang fellow.
He nods and they exchange a few words in private before they let him go with you.
As we just start walking, he's gonna just say to him, what's your name, kid?
Say that, you know, preparing it, but hadn't quite gotten there. I just burped, excuse me.
Gross.
Name's Prem.
Was that Prim or Pram?
Prem, with an E.
Prim,
I will
like
write it
prim
down.
and proper.
Not Prim, but Prem.
It's the same pronunciation, basically.
Prem.
Yeah, you know. To a southerner, it's the same thing. I just say.
Winda.
Winda.
I understand that Southerners drop all the letters from the word, but
No, Winder.
Lily.
Winder.
Lily.
Wash your hands.
Worsh.
I just hung out with my grandmother, so I'm all caught up on southern
yeah.
dialect. Yep.
It's painful.
Yeah, Rin's just sort of like walking at a normal pace back towards down. Well, Prem, I'm going to be honest. I hope your friends haven't told you to try to do anything stupid while we're here. I just want to get a friend of mine's brothers out of jail, and you seem to at least be able to identify this Chang fellow. So let's just keep this on the up and up.
up and up is not really what I do. Either way, ain't helping me break anyone out.
I'm not asking you to, nor am I planning to break anyone out. I've got people who are important to me that I need to keep safe, and I'm not going to be able to do that from inside of a jail cell.
As long as it's known, there's only so much I'm doing. I'm already on the, not the run, but had my experiences in there.
Oh, you're here for it. You're helping me find Chang. You're my bloodhound for this day.
That hard, I can lead you right to him.
Ren just sort of gestures out with his arm, then, please, go on ahead.
he insists that you guys wait until later in the day before you head out there. So you guys just kind of meander around wherever you please, or stake out a place to just like hang out for a while. As the evening comes, though, you are directed by your new friend over to a particular house. You guys kind of like huddle up on the top of a few buildings out of sight, where you do see that there is a guard. He takes off his helmet and he makes his way down the various stairs to the main avenue of the town before settling into a house.
Does it look like there's anyone else in the house from like where we were able to see?
Give me a perception check.
$21.
That's spooky music. I don't need the spooky music. That'll do. You did see that as the lights were going down and candles were being lit throughout the village, that there were lights that came on in this place. You didn't see anyone come to the windows, except for a brief moment, but you didn't catch a glimpse of them.
I just sort of look over to Prem. He got a family?
Does. Two little girls and his wife.
Very well. Does Ren have this? No, he does not. I thought he had disguise kit. He does not have a disguise kit. Do I get this lad to go and try to draw him out, or does Ren just go up there by himself?
That's up to you.
Yeah, he's just gonna sort of look to Prem. Go over that. Get him to come outside.
What?
Because I intend to see if I can arrange the same sort of deal for this man as your friends did.
Yes, then. Stay close.
Yeah, and the second he gets up and starts to walk, Ren's just gonna sort of activate his ring of jumping and like move to like one of the nearby roofs and don his mask.
You do so. You are nearby when he comes over and rings the small bell that's on the side of these doors. You hear a woman speaking as Prem is speaking to them, and eventually he seems to get a hold of Cheng, who he begins to speak to, and he kind of leads them down the little avenue across the way to one of these places that serves a variety of brown, or not brown, but red ales. And they both grab one together and are seated there for you to approach.
Yeah, this is outside, like an outside sort of like seating area.
Yeah, there's people moving around. It's like right on the road, or like right off the road.
Okay, never mind. Assume I'm not gonna be able to. Ren's just gonna like keep his hood low to where like only people would only be able to like see the mask if they were actively looking under it, and he's gonna leap down and approach. And he's gonna sort of say to the guards, like, I assume this is the man I need to speak to.
Him? Who are you?
Maverick's a good enough name for now.
You know anything about this? Hold a thing, myself. All done here?
Is that Prem asking?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's just gonna toss him the other 4 platinum coins.
He kind of counts it and gives you a thumbs up. You see him walk away, but he stays nearby. You're not really sure, but he like heads up a particular staircase, and you see him go there, and then he stops moving. So you have a hunch he's going to just stay nearby.
Yeah. Ren just sort of says, so I've been told you're a person that I need to speak to if I'm looking to get people out of that prison, yes? He's sort of like saying this quietly and lowly.
Help that lad there. With the mask.
Huh.
Look like a thief.
I don't like being known. No. Also, Ren's just sort of kind of got like his head like sort of bent down to where like if people are looking out directly, they just see the hood.
The guy shrugs. He says, "Off duty anyway. None of my business. You want
How much would it cost?
2,000 per person, in gold or platinum."
You got 4K, bud?
I have 2K. Out of character, I have 2K.
Ooh.
Ooh.
If I were to pay this hefty amount, how quickly would you be able to release them?
Connections could be done within 24 hours or so. Time I go off shift.
Is Ren willing to sacrifice his own goals for someone else?
Maybe a favor could be done instead of that. I would pay for it.
Do I get a discount if I give you a blowjob? Like, what?
Yeah,
Listen,
7
man,
gold discount?
Listen, man,
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
been
yeah,
known
yeah,
to.
yeah.
Listen, man, I've been known to be a sex machine.
He's not Joffrey, the sex machine black feather.
I'm just saying, if we drag him out, it should be none or both. Leaving one of them in there alone is arguably worse than leaving both of them in there.
Yep, that's what I'm thinking.
So it's either neither or both, because if you just leave one in there, like,
He's alone.
that's
Gosh.
worse than taking both of them. Or
Yeah.
that's worse than leaving them both there, is to only taking one.
At the end of the day, Ashna's still sad.
I mean, she's still sad. Anybody's gonna be sad that their siblings in prison, but they get out eventually. Especially
Yeah.
since we have like a time
Theoretically.
date for them.
Theoretically.
Well, if they get extended for a bullshit time, then that's when they call us again and we go back.
It's true.
And we'll be just as unhappy to go back.
No, because then we'll at least have had a lot of things
We have a
done.
better reason to come back other than they committed a crime that they're worthy of punishment for.
Yeah, like
If
they have
get
a
their time extended for a bullshit reason, then yeah, that's a reason to come back more.
they have a year and a half still, and that's much more than enough time for us to get our things sorted out.
There is also the factor that should be noted. If one of them gets out, you don't really know how this guy's managing that. What happens to the
Yeah.
other? Because they are related, and they are in for
Yeah.
the same crime.
Yeah, Ren he's sort of quiet for a moment and says, "Any way for you to reduce the sins instead of just flat out releasing them?"
Can't do that. Nothing in my power to do that, at least.
Hmm. Ren's just gonna slowly stand up and sort of push his chair back and says, "Thank you for the time, but I'm afraid our business is done here."
Come by if you ever need anything. Try to take care of as many people as I can.
And he's just gonna make his way away.
You see him like watch you as you go. He eventually like takes a big old downing of his tankard and walks away. Do you rejoin with Prem?
Yeah, he just sort of like walks up to him and says, "I expected you to just sort of leave once you had made your payment."
Paid well. I'm curious at least. Had nothing else to do.
Got a soft spot for people behind bars. That's all.
They're the same. My friends are still stuck in there.
Can't say the same for that. I had my small stint. Someone released me, don't know who. Now I'd like to do the same for other people, but seems in this moment it's out of my purview.
Purview of even the road. Come down hard on us.
And just sort of tilts his head and says, "How does the road treat you?"
Well, get us by, make sure we don't go hungry. As long as we bring in some capital for them, then everything's all hunky-dory.
Interesting. He just sort of takes the mask off and just smiles and says, "Thank you, Prim. You've given me a wealth of knowledge on this night. Have yourself a good life, and wish whoever's above you on the road my best." And he's gonna depart.
Yeah, before you go, he says, "Don't know your reasons? I'm good. Pull out if you have in the area." He like gives a wave as you both depart.
Gonna put Prem down in my contacts. Oh, excuse me, pardon me. Just gotta. But all right, that's done.
Surprised you weren't like, so what if I told you you had a better option, even though you don't have a better option?
No, why would he want to recruit from the road? Especially people who he's only just met. Even if he has like a decent feeling about them, that's still inherently dangerous.
Fair enough.
He's just gonna make his way back to the group, just sort of quiet.
That is what you do. You return to the group as everyone is having dinner.
Bren, you're here. Okay, everyone, sit down around me. Within.
I'm already next to you.
And there's
Okay,
a lot of
but him
shuffling
too.
of chairs, like everyone comes.
All right. Is everyone willing? Say yes.
Yeah.
For what?
To do what?
Say yes, Ren.
For what?
Magic.
Sure.
Say yes.
Sure.
Okay. I ritual cast for 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And then
so like at first everyone's like, all right, this is gonna be good, and then they realize nothing's gonna happen. Like, maybe we should eat while and then they everyone just like gets cozy.
I think
Yeah.
bit.
And then everyone after the 10 minutes, everyone hears in their head, "Can you hear me?"
I hate it.
Now, when we sneak, we don't have to talk. We can be quiet in your head.
You actually took that spell.
How do I become unwilling?
You know, I like that.
Do you say that in your head?
I changed my mind. Raise his hand. I changed my mind. How do I become unwilling?
What's that spell I concentrate on? So, I don't know. Chris is still saying this in her head in everyone else's head.
Here, Lance, fifth level dispel magic on his head.
I could have just waited for her to drop it.
Well,
How
that's
do you
now.
drop it?
It's concentration.
No,
No,
it's not.
No, it's
You
not.
said it's not concentration, so.
Oh dear God, please end it.
I ended it.
Chris starts saying this in other people's heads and then realize that Lance can't hear anymore. And she's like, "Oh, do you not like it?"
It'll be useful on the route. I can deal
I
with
don't
it.
have an issue with it.
It'll make us really sneaky.
Used
And
it
then if
once
we're-
before. Quite was useful indeed.
And if we talk to someone that's not in the group, and we need to say something like, "Wow, this guy is mean," then we can say it without saying it to their face.
This guy's rude.
This guy, I don't like this guy.
Definitely helps. We have similar spells up in the castle.
Who said that?
Niles.
Oh.
This is all
I
in
didn't
head
like
and
it
Lance
then
can't hear.
either. Didn't
I
like
mean,
it.
I would have included Niles if he would like, yeah, sure.
I mean, basically everyone said yes. So you got as
Definitely.
many of the group as possible.
magic is.
I included the
Def-
cat, but it's creatures with 2 intelligence or more, so I don't think the cat got in.
It bounced
Does
off
my
the cat.
dog
Uh,
have
yeah,
2
bounce off the
int?
cat.
What were we saying, Red?
Oh no.
Wow.
Huh?
What were we saying?
Oh, he's just like magic is definitely a strange beast.
It's not really a beast, it's more like a force. Wait, cats have 3 int!
Dun dun dun.
How
I
much int
include
does my
Wraith.
dog have?
Ray's just like, God, I
Wraith
hate
and-
this woman.
I include Wraith and the dog.
Bork, 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 bork.
What does the cat say?
Food.
What is the dog
I
saying?
I give her a piece of chicken. Or I give him a piece of chicken.
They start like bouncing off each other in their heads, like food, 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 food,
But what
food.
if I start petting the
Oh,
dog? Is he
no.
like, Lance, Lance,
Hey,
Lance,
thank you,
Lance.
thank you, thank
It's
you.
It's the animals from
I love you.
I love you, Lance. I love you.
You just created me, and I love you.
I just look directly at Chris when the food bit is happening, and I just say out loud, I take it all back. I hate this.
Okay, I'll stop it, and I dispel the spell.
You
Like,
got to spell magic?
go away.
I
mean-
assume you can cancel it out.
I mean, yeah, it's my spell.
It'd be really shitty if like you could cast a spell that just like it stuck. You
I
just,
Yeah.
think it's that way for most things that don't have concentration. Like, the force is out there, and you can't just sort of like get rid of it.
oh no,
It's
I
why
don't
people
like that
can't
rule.
just stop blink.
Well, yeah, but that's a special circumstance.
I'm fine with
It's the exact same circumstance.
Kind of, but like this is like a willing thing as opposed to a you thing. That's a you problem.
Okay, and I can cast this without using one of my spell bits. So we can just, as long as we have like 10 minutes, I can do this. And then we can all talk in our heads. I won't include the animals next time. They
Thank you.
probably won't have much to contribute unless they just are really hungry. I give Wraith another piece of chicken.
It could be really useful at least.
Mm-hmm. That's what I thought.
It has its uses, I'm sure.
I need to find more necromancy spells, though.
And I'm glad you're not in prison.
Wait,
Oh
what?
yeah! Well, congrats on not being in we thought you might end up in the prison.
We took bet.
Mm,
I
Why
didn't bet.
Didn't.
In any Lord's
Was
name,
joke. Was joke.
did you think that I would wind up in prison?
I thought that you would just come to the same realization that we were already at.
I mean, you end up in weird situations, and I don't really know how you end up there, but we usually have to help you get out, or watch you get out of it.
What weird situations have I wound up in? What?
Yeah, I don't know either.
Remember when
Yeah,
you
what?
went? Remember when you went into that monk building and you looked really beat up, like more than us?
Oh, well,
Yeah,
You said there was a big fight in
because
there.
I had. Yeah,
Did you fight the monks?
no. It
Oh,
was a bunch of goblin-esque creatures. It was terrible.
I-
Terrible. But
I fought a monk. I lost.
why did you fight the monk?
He said that the only way I could stay there is if I challenged him in hand-to-hand combat.
Did
Very
you
good.
lose?
Very much.
Oh,
Yeah.
This is Niles
so where did you
Yes.
stay?
He let me stay in the barn
Nothing.
at least. He was more frank, I suppose.
Who did this to you? I'll kill them.
but,
No. He was quite nice.
Wait.
Okay.
You shouldn't kill them.
If they were nice, it's okay.
But no, I didn't wind up in prison, nor have I wound up in very many strange spots, but I did seek out a few more options.
Mm-hmm.
My coin purse isn't deep enough to sort of act on them.
Oh,
Unfortunately.
do you need some money? I have money.
Do you have 2 grand to spare?
Is that 2,000 copper?
Gold.
Oh,
I have half that.
no.
If I was Is Asha's group at the table?
Yes.
I did not telepathic bond them.
Did you actually dispel that?
Yes.
Yeah, I got rid of
It is gone.
Okay. Okay.
But I'm
Yeah,
saying I didn't include
I-
them when I did it. It was just our group
Fair.
and the animal.
Understood.
spoke to a guard, spoke to a couple members of the road. 2,000 gold. It's out of my purview. Ren just sort of like got his hands like clasped together on the table, just sort of like looking down at them.
Yeah, you want to help.
You did
It's out of
good.
our hands.
Did do bad.
And they're not in there forever. If things go the way they should, then they'll be out and things will be fine.
Talking to Ashna a little bit and make her feel better. She's sad and understands. He apparently had been doing that for a while.
I used to do something just like that back when I was in Ezo. It's how I lived. Without it, probably be dead on the streets. That's how me and parents scrape by.
Want to ask too much because she was still really sad about it, but sure she could tell you more.
Have any of you ever been on the opposite side of those bars for any extended period of time?
One time, I was next to a window that was barred.
I got detention a few times.
I put
I
people
never
in
got
the
detention.
bars.
I'll keep my mouth shut.
Have you been to
Every-
prison, Odd?
No, I've not been in prison. But let's just
Okay.
say I was not smart.
Oh,
Every moment feels like an eternity. There's no freedom, no real place to move around.
I would never be in prison.
You're stuck there. My sentence was for quite a while, but fortunately I had a patron. I don't know who he was at all. And helped me get out. After that, I swore I'd never wind up in there again. So, I think it's understandable why I feel so strongly about helping them to get out.
It doesn't seem like an over-exaggerated amount of time, though. The time for the sentence and the crime are not exaggerated.
The physical time might not be that much, but it feels much longer when your mind has nowhere else to go.
They
Coming
should
from
give
an
them books.
half elf, it would have driven me mad.
They should have books. Books always help the time go faster for me. Can we give them books in the jail?
I don't think so. So the other people there looked, oh, really hungry, sad.
Chris makes a mental
Oh.
note.
All we can just sort of do is hope that when they get out, they're able to find some different means of getting by. Wish I had an orphanage set up.
I think they're a little old for that.
The people needed to work at it.
Yeah.
By the way,
Oh yeah, finish what you're saying.
what do we plan to do next?
About to discuss that with you all. Ashna here needs to do her reading. So, would you like to accompany her? Sure, let's go. She kind of like steps out and takes Ashna's hand. Ashna's still kind of like, she's clearly depressed, but Zoe is doing her best to make small talk and like leads her out with Yared into the front door.
I think we just see if she has a pole, and if it's anywhere near here, then knock that out and then make our way back north.
Seems like an alright game plan to me.
Maya scoots over into the conversation along with Jin, and she says, "Our plan, at least. We can't say that we expected what we found here, but it is unfortunate news nevertheless. Need to keep moving, never. Things that need to be done. Affect more people than just Ashna.
Nevertheless?
Nevertheless.
I
That's your
dare say.
catchphrase now.
Hope not." What shall you do?
I think we just wait until Zoe says if she's got a pole or not.
Yep, I was just making sure y'all didn't have anything else to say.
Where north are you guys going?
Not yet. I'm about to find out, I suppose.
Oh, okay.
Where Ashna leads. What was that, Ren?
Alright. I fucking keep turning off notifications for Krendor's server and I keep still getting them.
Fucking Krendor.
That sounds like a Krendor thing to do.
Wow.
How? Nothing. Okay, now I shouldn't get any.
Oh, I should probably sending Perrin and see if everything's fine and well back in Ezo with the war happening and all.
Yeah. Wish we could send word of warning, but like, can't.
Probably too late now.
Who are we warning?
Well, not warning anyone. I just want to see if my brother's
Warning?
okay.
Good talk.
Yeah, sorry. Somebody opened my door.
No, someone opened the
we're not
tavern door.
warning
It's fine.
anybody. Ah, big brain. We're not warning anybody. I just want to make sure Perrin's fine.
Well, I meant warning in the case of the Confederation barging their way into other continents and taking over.
It's also a valid concern.
Do
Do you want me to sending Perrin?
Do you think? I mean, I have a sending stone. With
Oh yeah. But I could also say hi.
You know what? You can do that. Tell me how it goes.
Okay. What am I saying to him?
Crazy bitch.
Wow.
What was that, Free?
She's saying to Ren. What am I saying to him? Aside from
I
hi.
don't know. I was going to send him on my own accord. You can send him and say hi if you want to.
Oh, okay. I do sending Perrin. Hi, Perrin. This is Chris. How are you doing? Your brother was asking about you. He'll probably message you soon.
Jerry, we can hear through.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
little loud.
How? How? It's only her. How?
Because I'm loud.
How?
Turn Free down.
It's true.
I
I'm
just
sending you soon.
I don't understand.
Shut up, Jerry. You're making me lose my train of thought. I'll message you soon. Have a good night.
Very
like-
well.
I was like, 17
About.
words. 18
enough.
words.
And
I counted on my fingers.
what does Ren say?
Ren sending someone says, "Hope all is well back home. Hope the war is not affecting you." That's 13. There was something else I had written down in my fucking notes. Where is it?
Tell the princess she a hoe.
might send word about a message that needs to be delivered soon. And that is all he's going to say with his. That's
He responds to you,
But,
First
right.
Ren, and says, "Well, dear, got my summons for the war. Of course I'm not going. We'll keep safe as we can here. You keep safe too. I'll keep an eye out."
that's my boy. Dodging that draft.
Oh, should we check in with Zoe's dad, see if he's going in a draft?
I
No,
don't
we
think
already
he
we
was.
already met him.
We already determined that because
Oh.
he's kids he has to look after.
Yeah, because he's
Oh,
a
okay.
veteran, and so he's old.
He's
I
not
forgot
like
about that
super
entirely.
old, but he's like late 30s, early 40s. So
Yeah, I forgot about that entirely. My bad.
And he's taking care of kids.
yeah,
So.
he's got a couple things under his belt to make sure he doesn't go back. And then he replies to Chris, "Oh, good to see you too. Things are going well on your journey. What else did you say at the beginning of your message?"
Just hi, how's it going?
I
Ren
hope
will
he-
probably message you soon.
He messaged,
Have a good night.
"Hope you guys are traveling well."
I wanted him to just trickle off with like not realizing he had words left. Like, wow, what a crazy bitch.
What I wanted was.
Chris, why are you crying? No reason.
No. What I wanted was, who the fuck are you?
He knows who she is.
Yeah, he's gotten, and he's done that before.
No, I wanted it to happen again.
He has a brain.
Like,
He
you
doesn't
forget it?
remember.
It's like,
just like
oh
the
yeah, it's
trickle off,
crazy
like,
redhead
crazy-
you're traveling with.
Crazy
What the fuck?
fucking bitch.
Chris is just fucking bawling at the tavern table.
Chris
Ren's
is a
like, I
sensitive
know
soul.
what happened here.
However, you have
Your brother says he's fine.
I know.
Oh, okay.
Also, he got a summons for the war.
Oh, he didn't tell me that.
He's not going.
Are you allowed to do that?
No.
Oh. Oh no.
Oh, yes. I expected
Oh
nothing.
god.
Listen, it's fine. He's got a wife that he needs to take care of.
Yeah, he's got a wife. he
Participating
needs-
in a war when summoned is a great honor.
Don't know about all that, sir, but
I'm
He's
not
something.
being
Yeah.
anymore.
I mean,
Do you think Harold's fought in a war? And I look at Harold.
what? I mean,
I
from our
could find out.
perspective-
Poor
But-
Harold.
From Parent and I's perspective, I mean, we have somewhat of the same view. Why would we fight for a country who didn't support us when we were at our worst when it's at its worst?
Jin,
That's a good point.
Jin kind of nods and says, "I definitely don't belong there. It's bad enough doing what we do as Guardians of Threads."
Yeah, and I don't think Parent doesn't have this qualm, but I don't think my view of not killing people would go over well in the military.
Killing certain people is required in the military from what I hear, but we're not tied down to any land.
It is required
I don't see
at
Horizon.
times.
I
How's
don't
the run?
exactly take well to being ordered.
Chris
What
is
the-
like drinking her drink, and then her eyes widen and she realizes, man, war would make a lot of dead bodies.
No.
It's free real estate.
It is
real
free
estate.
real estate, my dude.
Real stonks hours.
Guess who
in
got
Chris'
another
mind.
5th level spell slot, my dude?
Chris' face is literally the dude in the stonks meme.
Stonks.
Just that
Alright, we need
almost
that meme.
smile, but it's like just a
Go so
blank
low
face.
res.
Wait, Lance, army, send Lance to war. Have him bring back bodies as gifts. Oh my god.
A dead body would be a great birthday present for Chris, honestly.
Oh
What
my
the
God.
fuck is wrong
What
with
the
you people?
fuck, Free?
Oh, he won't bat an eye at fucking watching a dead body decay for a year. Moment there's a birthday gift of a dead body? What the fuck?
It has a bow on it.
Look, it's all wrapped up.
Yeah,
What could
and
it be?
died
Is it
wielding
a
that
bicycle?
bow.
Wrong bow. I'm going to go to bed. I grab Wraith.
I'm gonna go cuddle with my dog. Niles, come cuddle with the dog.
Yes,
He's so
I'm gonna
fluffy.
I'm gonna go make poor decisions
More of them?
every day of my life.
Oh. I take Wraith and Harold and Dan and Samson, and we go to bed. Well, they're not in the bed.
Does anyone else have anything else to do with their evening?
That's my spot. Wait.
You don't have the balls to
We're
sleep
not
with
married
her.
yet. We can't share a bed.
I'm going to try to use the sending
Sending what?
scroll.
Okay. That is the thing you can try to do.
And I
I
will
already
mess.
used that.
Chris made another one. Remember?
Oh, she made another one for me. I knew. I didn't know she made another one for you.
Yeah.
Gotta make that check for the.
Have all appropriate checks, please. I don't know what the cap is.
What's the spellcasting?
I think it's a
13 charisma check for him.
Yeah, I'd ask God for a back pat right before I step up. Dog, are you okay? Oh God, dog.
Oh.
Can you hear that?
No,
we
no.
heard
Lance's dog is saying goodnight.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't want to be rude and shrewd, but what's this for?
I'm speaking to someone from my past that I haven't gotten the chance to speak to in a long time.
All right, fine. And
Spank.
no, just like a pat on the shoulder, enhance ability for charisma.
Pat on the shoulder, the
Hell.
butt shoulders.
Mmm. Hiya! Okay.
Easy
I'll send
peasy.
You're
what
more than
I sent.
fine.
Dog, are you
Bless.
okay?
Oh, that was the dog. Oh, Jesus.
Sound like it was hacking something up.
However, what do you do, and who do you send to? What is the song?
Jerry.
Hold on.
He's
Alright.
word counting, word smithing, as it were.
I know. I think he's DMing it.
3, 4, 5,
Yes.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
The
12,
Jerry casual.
I think he's doing both. I think he's counting and DMing.
21, 22, 25 exactly.
I need to get the Word document. Oops.
Don't be a bitch. Say it,
Wait.
pussy.
Whoa. I'd like to keep most of my sendings private. The ones to parent don't ever matter. So I just say those ones out loud, but this one matters.
Yeah.
Yeah, you send that out.
And then he's just gonna lay down on the roof.
Yeah, you climb up the stairs. You pass by Yerden, Ashna, and Zoe, who are putting their feet out over the side of the wall here as they look at the ephemeris in the night sky. Shall you pass by, or and head up to the roof, or will you do anything else?
I'd just like briefly check in on them, see how they're doing before I just head onto the roof.
Seems we're going northwest, both of us.
Thank
We'll be
the
together for a
fucking
good
Lord.
little while longer, it seems. Good news. Alright, well, you two young ladies have a lovely night. I'm going to go to the roof and pass out.
Sleeping on the roof.
He does that.
It's a habit of sorts. I have several things I need to do, and I need room for them. And it's either the roof or a place away from the group in the forest.
Wait! And then Chris runs down the stairs.
You're inside, they're outside.
Okay, right. Chris runs downstairs, looks around, and then she runs outside.
You run outside. Ren is above you, like on the balcony.
Wait, Ren!
What?
Finish your new clothes. Please take them.
Oh, do you have them?
Yeah, she's
I
presenting.
hold them up.
Oh yeah, I just
Hold them
hop
up and
down,
jump.
grab them, and just
Oh.
shove them into the bag of holding.
Very well done.
Thank you very
You
much.
should put them on. It'll get chilly.
I mean, look good.
Yeah, it doesn't
I'll
seem cold
don
at night.
them in the morning.
Oh. Okay. I run back inside.
The desert air is cold, so you run back inside. Eridan just kind of nods to you and says, "Weird habits, I suppose, but we all do have those."
Gotta make sure the addictions stay weak. Gotta keep my meditations going.
Around this time, you do hear a voice in your head, and it says, "It has been some time. You can talk at some point."
King Bingo.
Thank you, Free.
Forgot to do that.
If Ren's still just like sort of standing in front of the air, then he just like see Ren's sort of eyes just like look east, and then like a smile grow on his face. He's like, "But yeah, weird habits. Let's we can talk more about it in the morning, I guess. But right now, my duty calls, and I need to get this meditation over and done with twice."
See, please.
And with that, he's gonna activate his ring of jumping, take like a 5-foot, like a 10-foot step back, and immediately just run forward and jump onto the roof.
Showboat.
Yep. You ever just pull a scene from Hancock, just jumping straight up?
I pull scenes from good movies.
What? I'm sorry. Fucking.
I don't know anything about Hancock anyway.
It's the Will Smith superhero movie.
I kind of knew that, but that's all I knew. That being said, anything else that needs to happen on this night?
Nope.
Then, the morning comes the next day. You are in the town with the bustling market. Everyone is trading their variety of rare goods and tapestries and spices and such. What shall you do with your day?
Let's start heading northwest. Yeah.
Yeah, we need to get a move on.
Yeah?
Yep.
Look in general and then look at the name of the Twitter.
Oh, yeah, I saw that Twitter already.
This is a good tweeter. A tweeter. It's a good tweeter.
Okay, Boomer.
What? Does that relate to
Boomer, you
boomers
don't-
at all?
You don't know how the Twitter works.
I know how the Twitter works. I got more followers than you, I believe. Fuck are you?
That just means I'm hipster.
Wow. Look at
Alright, time to make
Weird-
some.
weird
that's not how
flex,
hipsters work.
however,
However,
Chris, but okay.
they confer with you on their map, pointing to the direction that both Ashna and Zoe have seemed to have their readings. And they seem to go this direction from the location that you're at.
Okay.
Interesting.
It'll be hard travels getting there nonetheless, but either way, we go where the stars divine.
Does anybody know what could be there?
No ideas for me. Do you have any experience traveling in the region?
None.
Huh? You know anything? Mostly tribes up there. Monasteries. Been there since I was young, though. And it sounds like an adventure to us. Will you be accompanying?
Supposed to be heading northwest. Supposed to be heading in the same direction.
Both going
What
in
is
the
west
same
or north?
direction.
Wait, what? I thought we were both going northwest.
That's what he's saying. He's implying if you were both going in the same direction, then...
Yeah, then why should we not accompany? There's safety in numbers, isn't there?
They seem to be in agreement.
There's safety, but not discretion. Out of character.
I was about to say, this fucking group has never been one for discreet, like
True.
anything.
The only thing that's been
Yeah.
discreet is, like, Ren putting up his hood occasionally and Lance not donning his armor.
Rin like completely changes his outfit at times. He's like,
The most
no
nondescript
scarf,
thing has-
new hood, no armor.
like the most nondescript thing has to be the zombies that follow us.
Lance isn't even in his uniform right now, and he has an eyeball in that he doesn't appreciate. It's like, that's fucking
why
me up. I want to take it out.
Yeah.
Shall you venture away from
It's
Rancor?
itchy. It's itchy.
At least
take
it's
it
not
out.
itchy.
It is itchy. It's part of the disguise.
Well, you don't need it 24/7. Also, in regards to what we're doing, I think we're leaving.
That is fine if
Yeah.
you are prepared to leave.
Yep.
There is one thing I wanted to do early in the morning.
That is why I ask.
Okay. In the morning, I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna go to the prison.
Mm-hmm.
Go up to the person at the desk, say, "Hello."
Things, I remember you.
Yes. I was wondering if we can gift the prisoners books.
Sure is not allowed in the prison.
Can I leave them with the guards and the guards let the prisoners have the books? Occasionally.
What are you implying?
That time goes faster when you read.
You're welcome to present any letters and we will deliver them to the prisoners, but none of your strange literature. Foreigner.
But they're books from your bookstore.
I think you're misunderstanding my meaning. There is no literature allowed for the prisoners. They will serve their time in perpetuity.
Okay. I just wanted to ask before I tried to do anything. Thank you.
Your patronage is appreciated. I imagine Chris returns to the group a little sad.
Yeah. It was like, man, just give them some books. I
Have
return.
that lead off.
You all do indeed venture forth. You head toward the northwest, in the direction from where you came. Again, you guys are here. As you travel west, you do encounter roads that diverge in position. You have 3 paths you can take. One, you can head around the mountains this way and eventually come up into them. 2, you can head directly through. There are several paths that lead you this way. They are a little bit treacherous, but it's the straightest route, it's the fastest route. Or you can kind of like meander through the mountains on a northern path and get to where you're going. It sounds a little long, but it sounds safe from the local travelers that you meet along the way.
Niles, you had to travel through these mountains. Which way did you find was the best?
I went through the far east of the region. I traveled directly through the desert myself. It's lucky to see even some of these mountains on the horizon. Temperature's so much colder here, in fact. He also points to the map that this is the region that he crossed.
I think we should take the safe route.
We are not partial ourselves. We can go any way you prefer.
Safety! Woo!
What was that?
Safety! Woo!
I mean, I'm down to be safe, but I'm also down to make decisions.
I am not okay with that.
It's a safety dance. Woo!
I
Odd.
do the
dance,
safety dance with
everyone.
just a light shuffle.
Can
Wait,
leave
what?
our friends behind. Which way does Odd
going on?
want to go? Which
Yeah.
fucking way do you want to go?
Safe direction,
North
straight direction.
and safe, straight and dangerous, or around the town.
What's everyone
Do you-
else's
do
votes?
you-
I
Do
got
you
a
want to
safety
go
dance.
the gay way, the straight way, or the bi way?
Yes.
Ugh.
The pan way is what you're saying.
Goddamn.
Mm.
What was
I know
everyone
that
else's
way well.
voices?
There's been 2 votes for North currently.
And what was north, the safe way?
Safe way.
Mhm.
And I guess that.
Very well. You head back through the remarkable mountains that you passed through before, crossing several very large bridges made of stone that seem to have been constructed by the Confederation. There's lots of foot traffic on these paths, and it seems to be quite beneficial for the local communities, especially for the merchants and traders who are passing through these regions basically all the time. It suits your needs for what it is, and you pass through several small mountain villages that they seem to be filled with a lot of people who look surprisingly a lot like Ashna. Ashna has to do a little bit of the talking every once in a while because she's the only one that speaks the local dialect. Yaredin speaks a little bit of it, but only a little bit, so she seems to be the one who's taking you through. As you continue, you guys continue to check your ephemeris. As you go, you are on a good heading. It keeps shifting between northwest and southwest, depending on the position you're in the mountains. But you are on the right track generally as you continue to head west along these mountain ranges. But you do detect the sadness and perhaps a bit of anger in Ashna as you guys continue onward. Do you do anything on your travels?
Trying to be comforting for Ashna because I know that.
Try to do what?
Try to just like be a good friend and like be comforting towards Ashna prison.
Do you relate anything to her? Or just being nice?
No, I don't relate anything because I think the only thing I could tell her is that like I tried my best to get them out, but I don't have the resources available, and I wasn't able to help.
Fair.
I tell Ashna, like, don't worry. By the time we're done connecting the pyres and we're
Pyres.
all, or not, sorry, whatever, fuck off.
Wrong
Two
campaign.
campaigns,
No.
I hate them both.
I'm gonna be clear. I named the next shrine that we're going to a pyre in my notes beforehand. I'm like, wait a minute, wrong campaign.
It's like, wait, how'd you know?
Once we're done connecting the shrines, by the time it's all over, it'll probably be time for them to come out. So when you're
Yes.
done with this long journey, you'll be able to see them when you're all done anyways. As somebody who has dealt with prison sentences before, not being in them, but you know, putting people in prison, it isn't pleasant, but it. How do I word this right?
Here you are.
It's not great, but it's not
You're
permanent.
on the edge of a ditch at the moment.
I mean, yeah, it's not great, but it's not forever.
I mean, there is one solace to be found. They do have each other, which means that they do have something to occupy their time. So there is a small grace to be found in that, I suppose.
They have each other.
You know,
And when they're
Now
out,
they-
they'll have. Oh, sorry.
now that you know where they are, I did stop by there and I was talking to the person, and they do accept letters. Do you want to write them a letter? And when next town, we'll give it to a post office.
See you later.
Okay, just tell me when, because I have ink and an ink pen and parchment.
She nods and throughout this time that you've been talking to her, she was letting her hair bury her, but she eventually stands up and she says, "I need to go pee," and she just takes a step away from the group. She's not going to go pee.
She's gonna go cry. I
You
just want to
note
tell
that
her it's all right to be sad.
you note that Yaredin and Jin just kind of nod and they're just yeah, and then he needs to just go.
Yep.
Chris is just like, oh, she went to go pee.
She's not.
I know that.
She is sad, Goyle.
I'm going to
Pardon me.
not do that. Hold on. Hold on. Do I have something?
What you doing?
Hold on.
Holding.
Hmm.
Yeah. Tell us more.
I think she's trying to look at something.
Potion
Yeah.
seller.
Potion seller.
Oh, next time we find a teleportation circle this far out, we should, I'd very much enjoy heading back to Ezo for a little bit.
Okay.
If the Confederation invaded Formosa while they're at war, then Ezo isn't safe, so we should probably give our best shot at warning the leadership there. Plus, I'd have someone that I'd like to have a meeting with.
A teleportation
Who?
circle, from what I'm aware, further down south. It's closest to Ashna's home. It's far down from the mountains here. It'd be about a week's travel out if we wanted to head that way.
That's off our path, though.
Very much so.
I mean, I could definitely try. Never mind.
At very least, hopefully when we end here, we can head our way back up to Serenus.
Ignore that death save, but I passed it.
Chris, are you dying? Are you okay?
I have a heart attack.
Ah, shit.
Zoe heals you.
Damn it. I can't die.
Ren was like, maybe I could get Perrin, and then I realized, wait, Perrin's dodging the draft. Never mind.
But, Yerden says, our next hopes at least are to go up to Serenus from here. It would be the best bet, at least for us, because we definitely need to restock on some of our supplies.
Yeah.
I'd love to do that.
Once we're done with her shrine, we've got to go pretty far north.
Okay. I do have
I
something.
know what will happen in
I
Serenus.
do have something I'm going to do.
Huh? Hush.
While I'm on the cart and we're traveling.
At the
going
moment,
to-
you're camp.
Oh,
But
at the camp. At the camp! I'm going to gather my boys and my cat.
the dog is there too.
Okay, you can be here too. Okay. And I will ritual cast the telepathic bond on the cat, the boys, and the dog. The zombies have 3 int. The skeleton has 6.
Excellent.
So I can cast it on them.
You are all connected.
Hello.
There seem to be no thoughts going through Jasper's mind. But he and your cat. What's the cat's name again? God damn, I always forget.
Wraith.
Wraith.
Great.
Wraith
Oh,
also.
dude.
Both of them say hello. The other ones go. Oh, hello.
You can talk.
This is creepy.
Talk.
Can I tell which one is which?
All of them seem to. All of the dead ones sound dead.
Okay.
And then the other ones are chipper as always. You'll get a handle on it in a moment.
Okay. I have a question for you 3, and not you 2. It's like gesturing towards the cat and the dog.
You hear an equivalent of a meow and a woof.
Would you all like hats? Harold has a hat.
Harold points to his hat and says, "Hat."
Yes, a hat.
The others point to their heads that don't have hats and say, "Hat."
You do. Okay. I will make you hats. I might get you a new hat, Harold. Oh, do they know words? I hold up Wraith. What is this?
Cat.
They're so smart.
Maybe they
This
only
is
know
Chris
at
in
words.
character saying this, by the way.
They're just
They only-
mimicking you.
No, she didn't say. She didn't say.
She's heard.
Is this a
they've heard
cat?
you call it a cat.
I mean, that just means they're retaining the information.
What is
Okay.
the doggy's name?
Oh. No. What color is the dog?
I don't.
Oh, you're so smart. Good job.
Good.
Well, Lance, they're learning. We gotta kill them before they get smarter. Oh!
Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
Are we going on a crusade?
We're going on a cruise. Wait! I get to double. Wait.
Man.
I just imagine
Like
it's
as
hey
they
hi time for a new crusade.
like as they speak to you, just fucking
Man.
Ren and Lance like put it like hilt down straight through the neck.
When we have so
Good
many
sir.
things that counter undead, and we've got a necromancer in our party.
No, my children.
Holy shit!
This is like pure
That
assassination
timing.
style.
It was amazing. I wasted 2 nat 20s today, by the way.
Yeah, those
Karist
things are dead.
Karist has a micro sleep and has a nightmare about a crusade. Okay.
You're still 70 damage to an undead.
Ooh,
With like
what's
20
my?
HP.
I was gonna ask them. Oh, what's my name? Okay.
This is,
They
where
seem to think for a while.
this is where they say master.
You can take your time.
They don't end up anywhere.
Okay. Well, my name is Chris.
Christ.
Yes. I didn't know your names, so I named you Dan, and I point to Dan, and
Dan,
Samson,
Samson,
and Harold.
Harold.
I hope you like those names.
I hate this.
Name.
Okay. Well, it's nighttime, so you don't have to sleep, but you can sit around the fire and hang out with each other, and now you can talk to each other.
What were your real names? Dan, Samson, Harold.
Gerald.
Daphne.
I had boobs.
Oh,
I
dude,
was a
this
woman.
could. No, I
You
think I actually.
misgendered me.
No, I think I actually checked Harold's skeleton, and he had the male pelvis.
You did for that one, yes.
I've been misgendered.
However, do
Dude,
you say anything
Harold
else
says
to them?
trans
List is cancelled.
Can't believe Chris is a turf. What did you say,
Do
Chris?
you have any other questions for them?
No. She's just generally having a good time playing with the cat. If and she's doing all this in her head, but she has all the expressions.
Mhm.
So people are just like look at her, and she's just like, "Yay, happy face!" And
That-
like people are like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah, every once in a while the dog starts just yelping in your mind about random things that it sees, like, oh, rap. But otherwise,
Lance, I see Lance. I love him.
it's not that bad. Like, it's in some control, but it's like sometimes thoughts like that enter where it's like, this is clearly a dog thought. This is a dog thought that's occurring right now.
Squirrel,
Fortunately, no squirrels around
Hi
here.
there.
rabbit.
But it's more like there's like a distant monster noise, and it's like, what? What was that? What?
Did you hear that?
Did you hear? Here. What?
God damn
And then
it.
it just calms down after a while.
And then when it barks in its head, it goes bork.
Yeah.
God, so traveling, huh?
Where's a monk to punch this dog?
However, do you do anything
Punch
else
my
with your
dog.
with your mental companions?
No. Just general. Basically, what's happened the last like 10 minutes. Basically, I'll just keep doing that with different things.
Yep. Yeah. Give me an Arcana and an Insight check, please.
Okay, Arcana is 31.
Jesus.
Insight is 17.
Yeah. You in doing this, your academic mind is testing them in a way. And essentially, what you learn is the sort of communication that they've been doing to you. One, they tend to mimic. If they have to, they tend to mimic. Two, they do have free thought.
I know that life.
They kind of think a bit, but that thought does not range very far. They can only do so much independently, and they seem directly correlated to whatever your intentions are. They retain like a teeny bit of their original personalities. They don't know their names, but they respect your names of them.
So who's the quirky one?
Well, Harold is the smartest. He has 6 int.
He seems to have the most control over himself, generally, and his thoughts. He might speak in, like, 3 words as opposed to 1. The other ones, like, they strictly stick to 1 word.
Okay, that's fair.
But either way, you realize that, like, you're not going to get, like, an essay from any of these guys.
You're not gonna put these guys in a room and then wind up writing Shakespeare.
I'm not putting my sons through college. That's just not happening.
These guys are in the trade school.
Yeah. Okay. Alright.
It was that one, Gareth. Good job.
I'm real proud. I'm proud of my sons.
That was just a quiet reference. I don't think anybody will get it.
No, I heard it.
It was that
that's-
one, Gareth. Good job.
That's what I spend the night doing.
Yep. Anyone else for the
you?
I'm just doing my same bit of sitting in a tree, and then once I think everyone is asleep, I split off from a little bit and do my meditations.
Yep. Last calls?
Ooh, we're not close enough for what I want to do to come into play yet, so...
I don't know what that is.
No, we have to be up by the Capitol
Oh,
for
God.
me to do what I want to do.
Ew.
Well, it doesn't matter right now because I gotta wait till we're up near the Capitol.
But what if it doesn't?
I don't even know what it is.
No, I'm not doing anything.
That's fair. The night passes and you can you venture on and find a small town that is in the area of the mountains. You kind of inquire along your way with the Eridan's group and such. You try to figure out where you're going. And you do find some local townspeople. Again, they tend to be elders, as these elders seem to be quite wise in all of this old mythic shit. They have some information if you're willing to ask any questions about where you're going next. Garridan's group has their time with the elder and says, like, yeah, if you're going the same place, what you want to know?
Oh, about just where we're going, or...
It is somewhere to the southwest of your current location, which is about...
Hello, is there any religious sites to our southwest about here?
It's old, but yes, as far as I am aware.
Please tell me there's not something plaguing it, or...
Yeah, has there any been, like, ancient legends of, like, a god haunting it? Or, you know, just, like, regular things, like, haunting it?
Said that from the legends, there are gods that inhabit this cave.
Of course there are.
However, it's more that the adventurers who go in never come out. It is said the very air itself kills.
Oh, of course.
I've heard this
Great.
before!
Now, stop me if you've heard this one before.
Stop me if you've heard
But
this one before, but there's an
a party of
ancient
adventurers
legend
go
that
into a
deity
cave.
lives. 4 adventurers go into a cave and they never come out. Tell me if you've heard that one before. I love it. It's fine. Is it just the
Yeah.
breathing that they say that they die from?
It's not breathing that concerns them. It's the air itself. They say it lashes at your skin and bleeds you dry.
Good to know.
Oh. Well, that's gross.
Does this sound like something a gloom would do?
Is that what you ask her?
No, I'm just like... Sounds pretty disturbing. Probably a gloom.
What kind of god lives there?
Said that they are old, older than time itself.
Oh, you mean the vestiges. I thought you were talking about like a random god who decided to
Yeah.
inhabit it.
Yeah, we've
Nothing of
encountered
this.
those.
Okay, good.
We're not
We
gonna get
not
into a situation
respect
like
these
this.
religions, but we respect their age.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for understanding.
So there's danger ahead. Great.
Everybody wrap up. I have extra bandages.
Oh boy. Can't wait to encounter a cave where the very air attempts to kill us. You know,
I can't.
over the course of this adventure, we've been attacked by a lot of things, but I can't
But-
say that any of it has been the air.
I just accept it at this point, like half the shrines we've been to, there's been something dangerous. I just kind of expect it at this point.
Yeah, you would think they would renovate or maybe
Yeah,
change
you think
locations.
they're like, oh,
Like,
people are going to these quite a
location,
bit.
location.
Maybe we should like clear some of these out ahead of time so people don't die.
I mean,
Nope.
it's not like people stay at those anymore.
Yeah, are you going to do that?
No, because the very air there tries to kill you. What do I look insane?
I've been on this journey about 3 times now. You're going to find some strange things. You learn to improvise as you go.
But that's the thing. If you've been on it 3 times, I'm sure there's people who've been on the same trip like 4 times. You'd think that they'd I don't know, maybe clean up some of them that they visit.
No, it's
A young lass
Wait,
here
you-
did say that other adventures had gone in, hadn't come out.
maybe maybe, right? Maybe.
That means
It's
that they
not that
died.
they- Or maybe it's not that they died. Maybe it's they found a separate way out that was just more convenient. Maybe it's not so pessimistic.
That is to be hoped.
But no, the most likely it's they died.
Yeah.
Most likely.
Yeah.
We just need to be better than them.
So we always strive
Easy,
for.
already done. All right, we should get going. Yep.
Unless you have any other things to ask.
Did these adventures seem nice?
Not really.
Lance and Ren just casually shitting all over these people.
I believe the last adventurers who came this way were from the east. They came about 10 years ago.
Oh, dope.
Lovely.
More dead threads.
Let's do that in
Okay,
front of
can
Zoe.
you?
Oh
Oh,
no!
lovely,
I mean-
more dead threads.
Zoe knows what's up. Ashna,
you
Yeah,
gotta
like-
say it,
Ashna
though.
also knows what's up.
Like Ren's just like, oh great, more. I'm gonna be able to knit a quilt at this point.
Out of what?
Jesus.
Threads,
Oh
get
my
it?
god.
I want him dead. I want him gone.
I want to
I
leave the
want him out of
campaign.
here.
I want his
want him out of
family
this
dead.
Can't do that. I want the building. I want it fired.
Ren,
I want
out
the
of here.
building burned down.
DM, I'd like to make a complaint.
DM might also like
Make-
to make a complaint.
You gotta go to Serenus to file complaints.
Shit.
Fuck.
Hi, I'm the human resource officer. What?
Hi, I'm the First National Bank.
Do you have any other questions to ask about what you're getting into?
I don't think they could really give us any information on this one. I'll be honest.
Good ask.
They would happen to get any eyes of like what could be in there before, and not actually go in.
Said that you
Yeah.
should not go there. It's feared.
No, well, that's our job to go there. Is it like, I don't know, a poison in the air that could be? Like, is there like a fungus that releases like toxic fumes and that's what hurts people? Do you know anything like that? Is it a monster? Is like a monster tracks been seen?
Well, it's something that's sucking them dry, right?
Certainly it must be monstrous, whatever it is. Nothing these fungals or these various mushrooms would bleed someone, correct?
Yeah, I used
Would
to know
I
a girl back in
know
Ezo who
any-
could suck somebody dry.
Would I know of any plants that could do that?
Not offhand.
Let me
Yeah,
tell
no.
you about
Do I
the
know?
bloody tooth fungus.
Do I know any monsters that could suck a person dry of blood?
You're aware of vampires off the top of your head.
Well, no,
Can
so
I
the
make a
air
roll?
sucked them
Anyway.
dry.
To know
Oh.
about things that could do that.
Again, you're aware that vampires do that, but not invisibly. Like, at the end of the day, none of this happens invisibly. That's weird. The air
Oh,
does
no.
not make people bleed. That's not a thing that you're aware of.
I'd like to
We'll just
introduce
have
you all to my religion, the bloody tooth fungus.
God, can you not?
It's
Oh,
so
yeah,
pretty.
Delicious. It's strawberry jam.
No.
You have to
It's
tell
cherry
the kids
Kool-Aid.
that, though.
Don't they try to lick it? That's a bad idea. No.
Is
You
it
don't
toxic?
tell the kids that. I'm pretty sure it's toxic.
Most brightly
Just
colored
like
mushrooms are
me.
toxic.
Um,
Are you a brightly colored mushroom?
no, I was saying toxic.
You're not a brightly colored mushroom.
I don't exactly have a bright
Prove it.
personality.
I
Is
identify
an
as a brightly colored
inedible, though not toxic fungus.
Though not toxic.
Oh,
It's not
Mm.
edible, but it's not toxic.
then what are those bubbles made of?
I think it's something that
Jesus.
contain pigment to have
Oh,
blah
those are
blah
hit
blah.
points.
Nice.
Why'd you just roll HP for a swashbuckler? Now I'm concerned.
Eh. What did you
You
think
might
that
have
air
fucked up.
was?
Ah, it was a swashbuckler air, I see.
It's just like sap, but it has a pigment to it.
Okay. But yeah, I suppose we'll just have to deal with this when we get to it. Just
All is.
on our guards.
I got nothing else that I could ask these people.
Now you venture off.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now I'm reading about this mushroom.
It's fine. Yes. Check. Diddles and the doddles. Many diddles and many doddles.
Are there more diddles or are there more doddles?
That's to be determined.
Oh.
Although the fruit bodies of blah 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 have been described as resembling Danish pastry topped with strawberry jam, the species in general are not known to be poisonous. They are inedible, though, due to their extremely bitter taste. This acridity persists even in dried specimens. The fruit bodies and other blah 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 species are prized by mushroom dryers. The colors may range from beige to more prominent, like red dye, to various shades of even blue or green, depending on the mordant added.
That
Today I
all
Don't
learned
eat it,
mushroom
it's
dryer was
bitter.
an occupation.
is gross.
So am I, someone.
That being
I
said, you all continue by the directions that you were given. Eventually heading off the beaten path, going through some rocky, craggy spaces where it's basically like single file line. If anyone falls, you probably fall and die. No one falls and dies. However, you make your way around one particular mountain until you do find what seems to be a cave. You also see that there seems to be a small stone structure, like a tiny obelisk about chest high, that has inscriptions that is in the text that is written in Ezo.
Could I push Niles?
If you want to kill
Off?
him, yes.
Okay, good to know.
Ah, yes, kill your boyfriend immediately.
I want him dead.
We're
So-
here.
Looks
Love
like it.
Yeah, I think so.
See anything spilling out of that cave that looks like it'd be trying to kill us?
Smells bad, dark, but otherwise no.
How far can we see in?
You see a ways. Those with the best vision see that it seems to go far down a long tunnel into the mountain.
Well, we should probably be ready for a fight if there's anything in here.
Our group is less complicated than yours. You decide your own means, and we'll head in before you.
Oh, I don't think we have much to talk about. Like out of character, I think we're just like, we just fucking walk in.
It's
Nah,
true, but it's more like, whoa, how you gonna do this? Who's going in?
Are we stealthing ahead?
Sure, I've
I'm
got
fine with
a new
anything.
thing that would be nice to allow me to use. I'm down to stealth.
Let me know, because I'll blessing of the trickster lance, and then I'll put up
Down to stealth.
the pass without trace.
Sure.
And if we're doing it, then all right, I'll put that stuff up.
Well, we're all so stealthy. Pass without a trace, dude.
Yep.
The
Man, I
shack-
rolled a
Um,
9. Jesus.
A related question. Is Lance's new familiar coming?
Oh, Dogie.
That's up to you.
I'll poof him.
He's gone.
He'll be here if we need him.
Turkey 3.
The wagon it barely fits on this cliffside, and Ren's going to hate himself for trying to turn this thing around later, but it fits.
God, that's-
It's here.
Ren's just gonna be like, God.
You know, a 3-point turn, you're gonna
wish
have
I
to
was
do
there.
like a 37-point turn. The horses are not happy to be this high up.
I rolled so poorly. God damn.
Cha! Ooh.
What do you mean?
I rolled a 9.
And this is
Do a
with
stance.
pass without trace?
Yes.
So mine's actually 23.
23.
Should I roll for Niles?
I will also allow you. Yes, you
25.
should roll for Niles. And I will roll for Zoe in a moment. However,
All right, Samson got a 13.
Oh shit, where are we at? Oh, this is a big map.
Dan got a 5.
that being said, please do not move. What I would like you to do is, this is your line right now,
Oh shit,
right there. Don't cross
Oh,
this.
there we are.
stealthy boy.
Don't cross this line. However, please put yourself into whatever situation you want to be in. Whatever fuck, what's
Where's
the
the
word?
line?
Position. The line is
Orientation.
here. Don't pass this line. But
Whoa.
whatever alignment you want to be in, whatever positioning you want to have.
Man, I forgot I got 69 HP last. Hell yeah!
I'm at 82.
Niles is on Zoe duty. I tell him that, like, you gotta protect Zoe, okay?
Yes, sir.
Oh no, sir, but thank you, I appreciate it. Head pet.
Good thing I
Yes,
was
Lance.
prepared for this
Mm.
outing.
I'm gonna
Also, I'll
start
put this
bopping him
on.
with my dagger every time he says sir.
Actually,
Not the sharp end.
I don't know what the butt
Yes,
of the
because
dagger.
I'm just gonna stab one of our companions.
Yeah, don't stab him.
I guess we're doing this together, right? Yes, ma'am. Let's go. What position do you want your zombos in?
Hold on.
Zoe
Just
and
a
Niles
line.
will respect your needs.
Did our-
Just
Did
a
our
line behind
proficiency
us.
bonus go up?
No. Next level,
Okay, hold on.
What? No, wait, what? Is it next level?
I think.
No.
Depends on
No,
also
it's
whoever's
level 13.
multiclassing. You guys are not
No, it
13.
No.
No, it goes up at level 13 because it goes
Oh.
up to +5.
Oh, I didn't realize we were already at 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are what, level 10?
Yep, we're
It
10.
goes-
So we
yeah,
got
it goes
one,
up at
two.
levels 5, 9, 13, 17.
3 more levels.
So you should have 4 proficiency bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just making. I'm just making sure, because I have to up their health every time we level up. So I'm just making sure that I have everything correct.
Yep.
And I need. Wait,
uh,
Chris, we need to fix their tokens because their tokens are like 2 levels behind. So
What is wrong with them?
their health their HP isn't linked up to their character sheet.
That I can fix. What is their current HP?
We'll just make it match their HP, so
right.
it automatically.
What is their HP? You.
Chris, that's not what I'm talking about.
Yes, but we're working
I can
on borrowed
do
time.
that.
Please tell me
I'm-
what their HP is.
No, I can do that.
Then do
Oh,
it.
no.
I'm doing it.
Chris, we need to do this thing. Okay, what? No, not that thing. This thing. Yes, what is it? Not that.
I can't do the thing that's being asked right now, but I can help.
Oh, I'm already doing it.
That being said, you are free to explore as you do if this is the positioning that you'd prefer.
I'd prefer to be in front, but I don't know.
I mean, just
We
stand
have
ahead
people
of...
in front of us anyways.
Wait, do we?
Yep.
Wait, they went ahead?
They
Yeah,
said they would.
They said they were.
I thought we were
Um,
moving ahead.
They said they were
no,
going
fuck
ahead.
mine was-
Oh, then we
Just-
might as well not have the stealth up in the first place.
I don't know about that. Ren's still stealthing.
My boys
they're-
are always in the back with.
It's like they're already breaking the stealth.
It does not break your stealth habit. But the line is there. Move as you please.
I cast mage armor on myself.
Zzz. They seem to have come upon what seems to be a fork in the road. What do you think? Paths.
Is there a draft coming from either path?
Nope.
Hmm. One group takes left, the other group take right.
Seems easy enough. Which would you like to go?
Always go left.
We're going right.
As you will. Stay safe.
This is mutiny. Snake would not approve.
If you need
yeah, well.
anything, just scream.
Do you remember what the theme of this session was, Free?
Bad decisions?
No, the one from before session. The quote from you
Don't. I can't remember what I said. I've
about
slept
some
since then.
people aren't allowed to be happy.
Oh,
Where's our two little people?
no.
They're
You are traipsing through what seems to be a very dingy cavern. It seems to go on for a long way, and you're not really sure how far it gets you. However, you do have the feeling of being watched, even though you're well stealthed.
Can I like see anything at all?
In the
Or is-
grayscale vision that you have looking around, you see all the cavern that you can, but you don't see anything directly.
Odd.
Hmm.
Do you want a light? Like a little one?
I think I'm good for now.
Okay.
I don't think having color is gonna fix anything for you.
Does the feeling
Well,
of being
Chris
watched
saw you looking
intensify from right here?
You generally just feel it. It's like it's like the air of the room. It's just a thing that you're feeling.
Just gonna casually activate my ring of jumping.
You do know that it is tight here. It's about like 10 foot tall at most. So, and then that includes your normal height. You could basically touch the ceiling.
Harold reaches out and touches the ceiling.
He does so.
No, shh. Quietly. Thank you.
Why is my 20 lag?
What's up, Zoo?
Moving the camera.
Oh, okay.
Actually, we got hit with laser beams, so.
Ah, yes, we were.
Hmm,
Ah, yes, we're being attacked.
I love that laser damage.
Um,
I have PTSD.
Ren,
that's
give me a
almost gonna come
perception
out of these
check.
walls.
Eh. Oh no.
20, would you like to work properly? Perception.
Hey.
Yes. You hear this quite well, but there seems to be a. It doesn't even seem to be words, but you just hear like it's dead eye.
Can I tell where it's from?
Seems like it's all around you.
Ah, yes, another one of these situations.
I'm gonna prepare an action if I'm attacked to cast Fairy Fire,
Mm-hmm.
just centered like on myself.
That is a thing that you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hold a dodge action.
And I'm just gonna move forward. Oh, hello, Path. I
Environment.
see you. Well, no, there's one path.
I see our group is hold them back.
What's up?
I'm waiting for Lance. And roll 20.
Was lagging. Also,
I'm not-
Ren hadn't moved in like
Oh,
forever for me either.
I'm not even lagging.
I think I always lag because I have like 4 tokens. Chris, help. Harold's stuck in the wall.
Oopsie. Zoop.
Oh no, he's too far ahead now.
That being said.
I mean, you're supposed to be over here.
I can't move him. And then he passed. Okay, now I
Wow.
can.
I gotta change my color because black is
roll
not
20
working
is
here.
giving me
It's
a lot of
okay.
issues.
Let Chris move as she needs to.
Hold on. I have to move them one at a time, and roll 20 is very laggy right
Here, I'll move them all for you. How about that?
Okay. Oh, thank you.
I'm glad it's not just me, Free.
No, I think it's just because it's a big map. And I
All,
have
all three of you are
tokens.
lagging and I'm not.
Not even like, yeah, it's not a big map at all. That being
believe-
said,
I'm only doing it for like
It's a lot of
second.
textures, Chris.
so many textures. However, as you're walking, Ren, you hear the whispers growing louder.
I just sort of like quietly whisper back to the group. Seems like whatever's making noise that I'm hearing coming from distance. Wait, did I hear a whisper like this when we encountered the gloom?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, I just gonna cautiously move forward.
Did we
Uh,
hear anything like this when we were in that one cave with all the undead?
No comment. However, Ren, something's attacking you.
I cast Fairy Fire. I needed to make a dexterity saving throw.
That is the thing that they will do. You get this one. However, because it rolled at 25, and I'm pretty sure that hits.
Disadvantage?
If it attacks first and then your reaction are essentially to do fairy fire, how would it get
It-
disadvantage?
Fairy Fire is not
it's the
what
cloak.
It's my cloak.
Fair enough.
Das Cloak.
No, a 20.
Yeah, that'll do it, Chief.
Whether it does that or not, though, it does indeed hit. But it did not roll the damage properly. Very upset. Why didn't it roll? Oh, no, it did. I'm just dumb. Yeah. You feel a strike come out at you. It does 16 psychic damage as it does so.
Don't. What is happening with Roll20 right now?
Oh, no, it's working fine with me.
It's oppressing the Southerners.
Okay. They need dex saves.
I need to know.
Oh wait, Summer's
Yes.
from the north.
Shh.
I told you I only lagged for like a second.
And your DC is what?
5 for DC 17, I believe. Can't
Why
check
don't
because
you
my
look at
character
your
sheet is
sheet?
closed. My character sheet is legitimately frozen because Roll20 seems to be killing me. Just
But then
do
he
it.
can't look at his DC.
This is the thing. However,
Oh wait.
True
I know what
Chris
to do.
facts.
Into
As opposed to alternative Chris facts.
and let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4 have failed. They will be.
It's gonna be blue.
Oh, I want it to be orange.
Oh, you want it to be blue? I'll make it blue on their little tracker. See.
Get that initiative ready, folks. What
Oh yeah,
the?
that's a good point. Please give me
That's
your
a
initiative.
shadow.
Oh, Shadow Boy.
Eat.
I'm sorry, did somebody say undead? What the fuck are those symbols?
5.
Free. The last session was a 7.
Dude, Niles got
speaking
the
of-
7 this time. Yo, Niles, what up?
I hope what's up.
I high five Niles, but he's too far away.
What the heck?
You high five in the air.
How very white of us. Oh, dude, Zoe got a 7 too!
It's a good thing I was holding a dodge action.
The babies go at the same time.
That is true.
You ever
could
casually
give,
realize you could... Go ahead.
Could you give a d20 for Niles, please?
And
10. Do another.
I
17.
just
Much
wanna
That's before Zoe.
look at the fucking just what?
Concern?
Look at D&D, please.
What do you?
What?
What?
Why are they... Where are the symbols?
What
yeah.
are these symbols? Is this Latin?
Beautiful. I don't know what that
What
is, but it's
happened?
beautiful.
The chat is
What?
Q, the journal is N, the information is I, but without the thing, I got compendium.
Nevertheless, you guys
Uh.
did not roll as good as these nerds, so they're gonna go first.
Lovely. Oh, have
Did you roll
fun.
for me or
Oh wait, have you not rolled?
He
no?
hasn't.
Because I've been trying to fix my shit.
I will roll for you. Would you like me to roll
Wait.
for you?
I'm
You
back.
Got it.
Rent. Character sheet. Initiative.
Dude,
Ouch.
nice. You
Oof.
go before
Okay.
Niles.
Ouch.
Yeah,
No
it's
vote.
not good. Yeah, these things are going to dogpile you, Ren.
All right. Well, I can see them now at least.
These are the ones you fairy fired. It is blue as you requested. Dun dun dun, and they are going to just try to give you the bad touch.
Yeah. I can feel the bad touch. Chris, I hate this encounter, by the way.
That is one hit. That is, what is your AC?
My AC is 17.
No disadvantage because they hit Ren. What does that mean? Oh,
Uh,
'cause-
We get
my
it.
Cloak
We get it.
No, my cloak disactivate
ah,
when
Oh,
I'm
okay.
hit and doesn't
Fair.
reactivate until my turn.
that is fair.
Yeah.
Your DC was what again? Or your AC?
17 is
17.
my
That is a
AC.
second hit. That is a third hit. For the following damage, this is going to hurt. I apologize.
Yeah, no, you're not.
Jeez.
I'm gonna uncanny dodge that 18. If you'll excuse
That
me.
is
pardon me.
fine.
26,
That is acceptable behavior.
35.
Um,
Okay.
however,
Uh,
Lance, you feel something attack you. It is dropping its invisibility to do so, but it misses because, of course, anything that attacks you is terrible.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, whoa.
But that is
Whoa.
all that happens on this particular round. It is your turn, Lance.
Whoa.
How
Alright,
big is
fair
this
fire
spell?
Fairy fire is already gone. Nice.
They begin to shimmer less. They will regain their invisibility until they attack again. But you saw where they last were, so I'm going to leave them in those positions.
I would appreciate healing.
You did int instead of con?
Whoops. Up.
We'll get with him,
Those
I
are
Dale.
also
think-
checks instead of saves?
It's
It's
that
the
is
same
also true.
mod. It's the same mod. But
Okay.
nope, it's the same mod for both and all. Wait, no, it's not.
I'm gonna say
Yes.
you only have a 1 to
Yeah,
mod
like what?
to con.
It's still down. It doesn't matter. It doesn't
Okay.
matter. I only
You
have
go.
plus
You're
one
holding
more.
that one. It's still down.
Okay, well.
No, I was just concerned that he had 1 mod to con.
I'd like to bonus action divine favor. So I'm gonna do that.
That is a thing you can do.
I'm gonna hit this thing. Ah!
Cha-cha-cha, easy hit.
Does a 20 hit, so it does that, and then it also does this.
Double check. Yes.
Is it
yes,
undead?
yes. I believe so. Hold on. Yes, but also it has a special feature.
Oh no.
Oh, whenever it takes radiant damage.
Oh my. Yes,
It's
yes,
all
yes.
radiant.
They're going to eat us.
Yeah, you swing out at this thing.
Ouchie.
You see a blast of radiant energy on this creature, and it shrieks at you.
Oh, I also have extra attack. Boop,
That hits as well.
boop, and then boop.
Dead.
You scrape the side of the wall of this cave as it dies and turns into air.
Also, tell me
I
if this
did
is for
it.
some reason doing extra damage just for damage charts.
It is indeed. I will tell
double
you.
damage?
I'm gonna DM you how much damage it did.
Please do.
And then yes. I'll tell you how much the other one does in a moment. Otherwise, it is Oz's turn, unless Lance wants to move. Which there
I
he
wanted to
goes.
move here.
Oh, great.
You can still see him, Ren, if you get like right there.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. Oh yeah, I can see him. Okay. So we can still see the boys that are in front of us that are surrounding him. For now.
No, I
Yes.
think they went back invisible.
They're still shimmering.
Oh,
A little bit.
Okay. So
They're basically not invisible yet.
for the one in front of Lance, I will shoot it with a guiding bolt. I'll just do a first level. 18.
I can't do that math, Jerry. Good luck. I'm giving
So
you the,
that's just the total.
yeah.
That's
those-
just
that's each attack. So
Okay.
Yeah. You are guiding bolting the one right next to Lance, correct?
Yes.
That is a hit.
All right, and I will put a blessed strike into that, the thing we agreed on last night, so it gets an extra D8 radiance. 22 total.
22 total, you say?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Yes. Very good. As you shoot this thing out, it goes straight through the thing, slams on the wall right next to Ren. This thing is very dead.
One shot, one kill. And Ren, take a second level healing word. Bop. 12.
12.
I feel much less dead.
And I will back up a bit more, and that is my turn.
That is your turn. It is Ren's turn now.
Alright, my cloak is back active. These guys fucking suck!
They did kind of ruin your
Uh,
day.
Yeah, Chris. 6 down to 29 HP before I even got my first turn of combat. It was dope. It was fucking dope.
What's your max HP?
80.
Oh.
You ever just take a hefty chunk of damage? I cannot get.
No.
Great.
Yeah, we know
I'd
AC
be-
tank.
Oh, Yeah.
AC and health tank.
Oh yes, the wombo combo.
I have
was,
115 HP. Hello.
was there something back over here by any chance?
Not anymore.
There was, but I killed it.
Yes, and there seems to be whispering all around you, Ren. Loud whispering.
I feel what I should have
Hmm.
prepared sea invisibility.
Yeah, that'd be dope. I'm just gonna. I don't even get sneak attack for this, do I? Nope. Nope. I'm gonna sunblade this top boyo. Hey up!
That is easy hits. Easy hits.
Lots of 18s.
Lots of 18s.
17 for radiant.
Oh, what is that second number?
It's the he has the same thing for me, so that's if it's undead, it gets the 5.
Okay, good. Is that
also
what kind?
radiant.
That's also radiant. Well done.
Oh,
Excuse me, I'll do math. I must do math. Math is fun. Oh boy, nice. You slash your sword out, and this thing evaporates before your holy blade. I will give you your damage total.
I assume it's just doubled.
Largely to an extent.
okay, and then I'm going to use a bonus action to disengage.
Run away!
Your boy is in crippling
Hello.
pain.
Come here, I will heal.
I am in so much pain, the likes of which you have never known.
I can see.
It'll be Niall's turn next.
Man, what do you think's going on up there, Zoe?
You know,
Oh, okay.
sounds bad.
Are
Well,
you
here, why don't
really
you come over
sleeping?
here? Why don't you come over here? I'll walk with you.
They just see fucking Ren bloody
She,
and
she
battered
will
on this
she
one.
will walk with Niles in a moment. Otherwise, it is Chris' turn.
Okay, I'm going... Well, first, Harold's gonna go up. And he's gonna, try and get a view on the situation. What's his movement speed? 30. Moved. Well, he technically moved 25.
Thank you.
Right up here. He can he just see this guy?
Yes.
Okay, he's gonna shoot. If he's a bull! 8.
That is a bad miss. It just goes flying down the hallway.
Alright, I got more. I need to get him more arrows soon.
I like how he's labeled Skelly and not Harold.
Yeah, only his token is named Harold. I can rename his character sheet probably, but yeah. So he's gonna hang out here. Dan and Samson are going to move here, so they're kind of out of the way. It's my bonus action to command them. And do we hear the whispering around us?
It seems to be coming from down the hallway. So the direction you were heading previously. Anything else?
Actually, hold on.
Also, oopsie doodle. That's not good. I made an oopsie doodle.
Not an oopsie doodle.
Oh boy.
I made an oopsie doodle.
I'm gonna move right.
Yeah, you accidentally removed it from turn order.
Did indeed.
I'm gonna move here. I'm gonna cast Protection from Good and Evil for Undead on Ren, since he got fucked up. And then moving here.
That is what you do. And then I believe, please remind me because I don't remember what they rolled. It's the Shadow's turn.
They rolled a 22, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have good memory. I did the thing. They are going to come behind you, Lance. But this affects everyone, I believe. No, surprisingly not. Doesn't affect Samson. Doesn't affect Harold, I believe. We'll double check. Actually, it does. Fuck you. It echoes through this little hallway to all of these noodles right here. Can you see my arrow?
Yes,
Yes.
all of us.
Yeah.
All of y'all, but everyone past that is okay.
Dan's
Uh,
fine.
You must make a wisdom save, please, everyone.
You're telling the cleric to make a wisdom save? Ah, shit.
20.
You're telling me, holy me. I lost. Yeah, I was the only,
I say that just for these types of moments.
literally the only one who failed. Okay, well, there's that
Well,
too.
Harold failed,
There's
and
that too.
Samson will likely fail. Look
Listen,
at him. Look at him
um,
go.
This is fine. I like challenges.
So just to double check, I assume they're not
Oh, wait.
immune to psychic damage.
Does
No.
Does protection from evil give advantage on saves, or?
Protection grants several benefits. Disadvantage on saving throws against target. Target can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them. So you don't get advantage. So it's an 18.
This is
Okay.
a good roll for them then. Yes. So it is going to yell out for some good damage as it appears behind Lance from its invisibility. Yoink, 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 yoink.
Nice psychic scream.
So I need you to take 10 damage if you succeeded, and Odd, who failed, along with your Skelly and Zombos, they take 20 damage.
Oh,
Lovely. My
oh,
God.
Harold, my
Let me just,
child.
and pass that traces down. This is fine.
That was 10 damage?
10 damage for those who succeeded, and 20 for those who failed.
No, my perfect 69.
The second one
Yee.
going to pop up here. Wow.
That sounded horrible.
And it's going for you, Ren.
There's disadvantage.
Is
Yeah.
it a disadvantage?
Wait,
Protection.
wait.
Alright.
Please
Wait,
double check.
yes, it has disadvantage.
All right.
Even if it
it has
didn't have disadvantage from that, it would have disadvantage from my cloak.
However,
It's double disadvantage.
double disadvantage. However, it got a 22 even with disadvantage. It does 21 psychic damage as it reaches out and reaches through your form.
I'm gonna uncanny dodge that.
That's fine.
So that's down to 10. All right, dope.
You
Yeah.
down. He tried to give you a migraine, but you downgraded it to a headache.
That is true.
I have the migraine.
That is their turn. Lance, it is your turn. Wait. No, it's not! Yeah, it is! No, it's not! Ah, it's gonna attack you! Ah! Ooh, 23.
Dude, look at this really
He
long
needs it.
penis we've
No.
formed.
Oh my god.
Shield.
Shut up, free.
Did it meet and beat?
Shield.
Shield. It bounces off you. Now you can smack it.
I can't even say I hate you.
It's a 17.
This is like a 7-incher.
Which one are you hitting, though?
This one.
Alrighty, that does hit. Get ready to ruin this thing.
Wait. Also.
Easy peasy. Let me total up the damage for Jerry real quick. But this thing is very dead. To be clear, very dead. What is this for undead? Is that radiant damage?
Yes. Yes, it is radiant.
It's
Cool
carried
deal.
over radiant.
It does extra damage.
Boink. Sent to Jerry. But yeah, buzz, this thing is very dead.
Oh, hi.
I'm not gonna delete it because I might fuck it up again. That is
Not gonna delete
part
it,
of your
but
action.
it already got deleted.
Yeah, it got deleted.
And then other boy.
Zink. Easy hit. And I gotta do some more stuff. Look at that carryover radiant damage, though. Oh my
That
goodness.
22, yeah.
Oh my goodness. Correct, Jerry. Good math. Good mental math. As this thing dies, there is one more left.
Yeah, you guys got it.
Odd, is your turn.
I'm gonna take
Harold,
advantage
go
of Ren going next turn and just say, hey, you're looking hurt. Take a cure wounds at 4th level. Oh my. That sucked.
This is the one. Like, everyone has these sessions, and this is yours.
I'm gonna go get water real quick, by the way. My
Do it.
throat's like super parched and also dry from
Do it.
eating a lot of chocolate.
Yeah, that was the action. I won't waste a bonus action doing anything, so you're casting a spell, so I'll just like take a few steps back.
Odd spanked you and gave you the ability to kill this thing.
Not a spank.
The penis was castrated and then circumcised.
God damn it, Fruit!
I hope I missed now. Damn it.
No, I'm saying it now. I hate you.
And sneak attack counts as the same damage type as the weapon. Oh,
Yeah.
just keep that in mind here, Chris.
A little bit of overkill.
I've got a headache
A little
now.
bit of overkill.
I'll let you do your own
So,
damage, but you
30.
understand what's going on now.
Are these, do I understand that these are undead?
You probably don't, but you as a player now do.
Okay.
Either way, this thing is about to get deleted.
Oh, you're just talking about calcing up my damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the total, though, please?
31.
Wait,
Really?
Yeah.
31.
Oh my goodness, this thing is still alive.
What?
It's radiant, by the
Whoa.
way.
Oh wait, shit!
It's a
Wait, 31 with the, like, multiplier?
31 before the mod.
multiplier.
Before the multiplier.
31 before multiplier.
Okay, it's very...
Yeah, I was about to say, Chris.
Just making
oh,
sure
oh.
it's dead.
No, this one's the grandpa. He's real tough.
Yeah, he's extra tough.
hmm
However,
He's just a damage sponge.
as you take hold of your situation, there seems
Man,
to
we
be
fuck undead.
there seems to be nothing left.
Man,
Ah,
we
great.
fuck undead.
Oh.
You good?
Oh,
Rin's just like holding his head. That hurts so much.
Harold,
As
are
odd
you okay?
and I am holding my head.
Zoe is going to run over to you, and she's gonna do what she's good at. She does some diddles. Me.
God, I have a headache behind my eye.
It's
Alright.
called sinuses.
Yup.
That's called get
The
a
one
new
that I
eye.
think it is.
No, it's
Why?
called getting new sinuses.
Get
Why
a
was
new
my
eye forehead?
Why was my instinct to say something cheesy there?
Yeah, she's
What a cute couple.
Shut the fuck up.
she's gonna give you a level 2. Zing.
Ow.
Could be worse. Could be worse.
Yeah, it really could be, but I'll take it.
I like
Rin's in crippling pain.
I use some like scrap cloth to like tie up some Harold's bones together. Keep him from going away.
Yeah, how much HP is Harold on?
3.
I'm mending
dope.
the bones.
Let's keep moving forward, gang.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
Thank
want
brother.
me
you.
to
He
go first?
appreciates it.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
want me
yeah,
to go
yeah,
first?
yeah.
I kind of fucked
I
them
insist.
up.
Feels
Okay.
nice.
Well, we both kind of do, but I
Yeah,
insist.
yeah.
Jerry, what's your
Dang.
HP right now?
Pain.
For real?
58.
That being
Adam?
said,
Hey.
as we venture down this path deeper into the cave, I think this is a good call it.
Yeah.
Alright.
But
Also,
Dad,
Jerry, we're both
I
the same
mean-
exact 20.
We can go more if we want. However,
I mean, I don't have work tomorrow.
Summer.
I have to do stuff for class.
Okay.
I gotta do some class
also-
homework.
more.
Real quick, Samson is stuck in the wall.
Again?
Oh my god.
Stop
You can
putting him
see in
there.
the we can see in the wall on stream
Yeah.
now because of that.
yeah.
I mean, it's just darkness. I'm not looking.
That being said, but yeah, I'm down to keep going if we want to.
So Summer needs to do classwork.
I gotta do
Yeah.
homework.
Just do both, forehead.
Imagine several hours
We fuck him up so much I can do homework while we're doing session.
Yeah, this is the most brain dead combat for us.
I don't think I've ever one shot a thing.
One shot, one shot, one shot.
I leave it to your discretion. I understand that you need homework. I'm down to go. Everyone else is down to go. I leave it to you.
Preferably not, because I also told people that I'd hang out with them after midnight, and it's after midnight.
That is. Then, as we do, and here, we'll pick up as we do.
Yeet.
Yeah.
Yeet.
But
We
for
leveled
now,
up, right?
you did not level up.
Fuck.
But
Just did that.
for now, say goodbye to stream.
A
Bye,
stream!